What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel and welcome to another episode of Evolutions to Glory. So, within just a few days, this is the squad. Now, it's interesting because I'm having a blast playing FC right now. There's a lot of events going on, some cool little twists to the game where each Team of the Year event, for instance, they did the from distance 2-pointers. Before that, it was the second event, which was the third event, you got a player taken away each time somebody scored. The first or second event, sorry, there was no rules. Another one, like I said, was distance shots equal 2 points. I forgot what the first one was. I didn't partake. And there's a fourth one where you have to have all players from the same league. But I'm sure there's a twist to that one as well. Let's see if they have it in here. Excuse me. And all that's great. I love all that. But there's still this certain feeling. Let's see if it tells us the rules within it. It does not yet. And so, nope, nothing yet. And so, I'll get this, it's weird because we have a good, tight-knit community. Obviously, there's a lot of work that goes into this. So, yes, I'd like to see it grow to the point where, obviously, the more exposure that the content I bring gets, the more time and effort I can spend. And as you know, or if you can't tell by the videos I make, I'm not going for 1 million views every video. Anytime there's some type of update, tactics, anything that I can help with, it might be something that I know only a niche amount, a small group of people that are going to like, I'll still make it. Because I have a passion for this, right? It's just like, let's say, I don't know, coaching. There's certain things that I love to share. There's other things that are boring, but you can't just skip the fundamentals or the boring part. Like, you need to work on with young kids, like how to properly jockey and the proper way to approach defending and how to, handle 2v1 defending. It's the most boring thing ever for me, but it's so important. And so I put as much time and effort into that as I would anything else. That's how I look at a lot of the content I make, because there's so many different details to this game. There's some players that are lower division that are literally just looking to be more successful, maybe go from Division 7 to Division 5, let's just say. So for those players, just simple build-up can help them a ton, right? Not rushing the ball forward every time, having tunnel vision with their passes, which is easy to clip out, working on proper build-up, creating passing patterns. But that's obviously not going to get as many views as, say, like the meta tactics player roles, like what's working, even though there's 1 million of those in FC. Even those don't tend to do as well because it's just so saturated, right? I'm just giving up a made-up example. But a lot of people might look at some videos like, of course I already know that, man. I don't care. I'm still going to make it, right? And my goal is to eventually get this community to the point where we're focused on one game. We can dig in depth and really hone our craft at becoming the very best. The reason why FC is so interesting is because while I am having a blast right now, right? And while this Evolutions to Glory, it does make the game much more fun, and it does show you that you don't have to just go out, get coins, buy a player, next promo in a couple weeks, buy another, and keep that process going. A lot of these players, like Khan, obviously this is an exception to the rule because I packed him as my Ultimate Edition icon from pre-ordering. So I've had one goalie all year. But even other than that, Van de Ven, right off the bat, I knew he was a elite center back, great build for the game that I wanted to Evo. And since then, I've brought him to elite defender status. 6'4" lengthy, just excellent speed. Obviously now, still just the defender plus, but now you see the playstyles, the full defensive playstyles. I wish he had bruiser as well, but that's okay. Attribute-wise, got his composure up to 90, right? Defensive awareness is about 90 now. Interceptions, everything, because that's where, obviously, he's a lower-rated defender at the start. And this is a no-brainer, right? He's been on the squad. This Romagnoli came from the free season pass. The premium, I didn't even buy it. 500,000 coins. Part of the rule is no FC points, no money spent. If I want to spend coins, it can be on, like, if I wanted to do premium pass, or it can be for evolutions, or let's say there is a lower rated card, like let's say I wanted to Evo Xavi Simons, but I wanted to restart, and I put this Xavi in a Evo. I could go buy the base version to Evo. And I did this. I put these rules on myself, no different than a Road to Glory, right? Only it's focused on Evos, because I don't like that there's not that like team centric feel in FC. Even eFootball has that better, unless you're a whale and you're just constantly buying players, which I've been through both. I was constantly buying players. Then I went through the period where, okay, I'm buying this amount of players. This is my squad. I don't care about any new players. And it's way better when you're building a team. You get used to the players as well. That actually helps you out on the pitch, and you continue to progress these players. And so what I noticed is, like, for a while, Hansen was the best just because her gold card is insane. I packed her very early on. She's the best card that I've packed this year. But now you look at a card like Havertz, who started as what, like an 82 overall or something like that. Wasn't even in the subs, reserves, nothing. Just slowly but surely, he was constantly getting evoed. Finally, the Team of the Year Evo comes out. I use the Cam version, and now he's my starting striker. He can play Cam, by the way, as a shadow striker, or even a playmaker if I wanted. But he's my number 9. And now he actually surpasses Hansen, or at least equals Hansen in importance. So, same with Marie Jose. She was an 86 when I got her. She was on the verge of starting, but not quite. Now she can, whether she's playing left mid or striker, she's an absolute beast. Davies, he was a gold card. I just put all the most recent Evos on him. He went from like 78 passing, or maybe even less, to 88, 74 defense, to 88 defense. You look at the play styles as well. Bruiser's new, Anticipate's new. And then you add that to an already beast build that he has, super speedy down the wing. Add elite defense to that with good play styles. I mean, this long ball even comes in handy, obviously. Wish he had ping pass is the one he could have had if 2, 4, 6, 7. He had one too many play styles. But yeah, so it's cool to do that. So all that's fun, but the reason why there's still maybe that empty feeling, and why I think that my community in particular in FC is the smallest of all the games, is because you don't know for sure what's coming in the future, right? So goals, what I loved about it is everything they showed, I was behind. I love the idea of the fresh new take on the made up players. I love the modes they have. They just introduced a new mode today called Knockout. I've been telling you guys about it, but the details came to where you play a certain amount of games. If you win enough, you get into the knockout stage where you win and you move on. You lose and you're out. And then you obviously see how far you can go. So the length of time playing and the rewards you get are based on the amount of games you can win. So that's their version of champs. It's every weekend. There's top ratings, rewards. Then they'll have ranked things like that. They're going to have 2v2, 5v5, as you know, is unique. Maybe that's the game that we 100% just, that's what we play, right? But with FC, it's been so inconsistent because EA Sports is so inconsistent. I mean, look at from the beta till now, the changes that they make in the game. Their servers become a huge issue. And then you multiply that by 1,000,000 when you add in the players that will abuse that inconsistent gameplay, and just, instead of playing football, they'll do all the bull crap. What's up, Simple? So that's what you get. And then obviously if another game comes along, you're going to go to it. It's similar to eFootball right now, right? That's why I respect Indominator so much. Every time he plays the game, even though he's one of the players that can handle smart assist players, even though he was tying a couple lower players he would normally crush, which goes to show you how strong smart assist is, he beats most of them. Incredible ranking, incredible player, but he still, every chance he gets, speaks up against smart assist, and you can tell a lot of the joy isn't in that game for him because of it. That's what the servers and the inconsistency feels like in FC. You got to bring it up because it makes such a negative effect on the game. So I'm having a blast though. I don't know what exactly the future holds. Um, and probably most everybody feels that way because no one's going to keep playing a game. No one's signed to EA Sports where you have to play, but no one's going to keep playing a game if EA Sports screws this over, right? If somehow they can get their head out of their ass, dude, they do some really good things. I just talked about all the different events and stuff. The gauntlets are a great idea. Drafts are fun. Champs obviously is legendary. That's the mode that all these other games they build around. Like we gotta have a good weekend event like Champs. We gotta have ranked similar to FC, and we gotta come up with content. Right, that's where the transfer market idea, all of it. FC is the OG, and they still do a lot of good, innovative things. But on the pitch, they need to just simplify it big time. So as we go into this rivals game, this squad is built to play football, right? Yes, we're in a 4-4-1-1, and yes, it is the meta, right? Couple things I'm doing that isn't meta. I'm going with that 91 depth. Now, maybe once I get to a certain level, I'm going to have to lower that because you are essentially daring your opponents to play those through balls many times. The reason why I'd rather have this than have my team sit back further is because, especially with the inconsistent gameplay, there's times where switching your defenders is a nightmare. Some of the goals I give up, you'll see the defenders are there, you can hear the buttons, and it's just not switching to the player I want, not fast enough. When you have that high line, for one, if someone gets a jump on you, usually they're offsides. And then for two, there's not room for the opponent to run 5, 10, 17 yards zigzagging with player lock and getting the ball. It takes that away because you're pushed all the way up, right? If they try to hold it too long, they're going to be offsides. So I like it for that reason. It makes it gets it to the point where as soon as they're trying to work the ball up the pitch, as long as I'm on my A game, I'm anticipating and at the very least putting pressure at the most, winning the ball back before they even can get anywhere. So I go with the 91. A lot of people go balance here. I still like my players making those longer runs, and then I can call them too if I need to. But I found it much better than balance, where sometimes the lack of movement it costs you. I feel like even if you're triggering runs, like I'm triggering runs off of my player's AI runs on counter. I like that much better than them sort of standing still or even coming short and having to correct that. Right? So 4-4-1-1 counter and then extreme. The high line and maybe even the build up's a little outside of, although a lot of people still do use counter. So everything's meta there except for this extreme. Now, player roles, same exact thing. The two areas, the biggest area I was away from the meta is I like wingback support on these two. The reason I switched it though is because of this connection right here, right? In wingback support, Davies and Mendy end up similar to where Hamsik and Ramirez is. And I like it there because then Hamsik and Ramirez can move up more into the attack and you have those gaps still filled. The problem is, even though they recovered great, guys, they recovered great. I wasn't really worried about counters. The problem, though, is this not having this ability, like you play the ball around your back, and being able to play this right here, because a lot of times this is locked up. And I even got to work on this long cross the field. A lot of opponents do it and it works. I got to start practicing that more. But this pass is very important. Whether it should be or not, it is. Whether you're triggering your wing mids in, going straight in to the attack from the wings, or you're just looking to play to feet or work the attack. Then you can play it up through here. Boom. 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 Up. Back. And through. Back. Out to the wing. Obviously, Hansen will be cutting in. And then Marie Jose will cut in too. But I wanted her to have at least a plus roll. Right? And she doesn't have that on inside forward. She does have winger plus plus. But wide maker plus, what she does differently, you see, she still cuts inside, but just not as far up. And I like that because she has the finesse plus. And Hamsik, what it allows, with Del Piero running in as a shadow striker, I still may play him. Let me see something. Yeah, playmaker plus is still an option, but I do like those deeper runs, and you've seen them last game. They were brilliant. And then Ramirez and Homsick are filling in through that, and Marie Jose is either push up further, or sometimes Homsick's making that deep run to pull the defender away so Jose can keep cutting in and either shoot or find Hansen or find these two. So it's been working perfectly. So now that I'm back at fullback from wingback support, my most non-meta thing is this wide playmaker. And then a lot of people are going playmaker instead of shadow striker. And then others, I tried false nine here. I didn't like it, but this is the main one, the wide playmaker attack instead of both inside forwards. And it's worked out so far, right? So, not to mention now we have a good free kick taker. So even though we are playing meta, I try to keep it as pure to football as possible. I'm not just spamming through balls. Sometimes with the connection, it lends more to that because you're lacking options. Your AI movement is worse than it normally would be because it's already not as good this year, but when you add in delay, it's like they're not registering everything coming in, so you see goofy stuff. Like that's when you'll see the keeper running around the ball's going through players. In those games, a lot of times triggering through balls tends to be what like takes over the game. But other than that, I'm literally looking, let's just say from back to front, to work the ball out wide, pull my opponent's defense out wide, then get the ball into the middle with the on-rushing Homsick and Ramirez, working passing patterns, give and goes, triangles, up, back, and throughs, third man passes, right? Hansen may play the ball in, take off running. I may look this way, so now no one's looking at Hansen. She's 2, 3, 4 passes behind. Lay it back, boom, I play Hansen and running in. Same with Marie Jose. Right? You can get very creative. So at least now the meta is something that it's strong. You definitely are at a disadvantage when you don't use it, but at least this year it's more true to football than like the 4-3-2-1. Literally, you would win the ball, you'd have two forwards essentially in the same narrow. It would be like striker, center forward in the 4-3-2-1, and you would just play through balls to these two. Or this player making that diagonal. That's all it was. And the 4-2-1-3 is very similar. These would be your front three. You'd have a cam, right? You have this cam, but then you'd have two more like narrow wingers on inside forward. And you get the ball and you'd play players through. And then that cam was on shadow striker, so they'd make runs too. So you'd have 4 players and you'd be just looking through the seams, right? But the 4-4-1-1, it's just at least more actual football. And these box-to-box players, the reason why it's important not to have like even one defensive mid or have them on deep line playmaker where they don't get up as much is because that adds even more options in the attack. It makes it even more unpredictable because I'll have Homsick and Ramirez making these darted runs in the seams in between my wing mids, striker, and cam. So it works out perfectly. So our goal is to take what is meta but just keep playing good football. And we've been improving. We've been learning how to handle these lag merchants, lag rats, just pure rats, whatever you want to call them. So whether people want to say that it's an excuse or whatever, the bottom line is it's not. Just like when you play Smart Assist in eFootball and it annoys you, whether you win or lose, it's not an excuse. It's just bullshit. When I'm complaining earlier, I beat my opponent twice, and that one of these haters that I beat a couple days ago, the Shishi guy, if you've been in, you know him, comes in like, God, man, look at your excuses complaining. And he didn't even look at the score, I guess, because I was winning. I'm saying the same thing, win or lose, because those players take away from the football, right? They take away from the football, they turn it into some bullshit in the way you have to defend or react, the way... It's just not football when all the opponent's doing is trying to pass and run into you because you're so delayed, constantly go for crosses because you can't jump in time to win the headers. So all of a sudden your opponent can spam crosses or corners and have a good chance to score. Other than running into you, it's just they're looking for win the ball, through ball. A lot of them will put the bigger strikers up top that have an easier time literally not running around defenders, running through them or bouncing off them or whatever, and it's not football. But we're getting better at learning how to play those guys. So Blue Lock, what's up, buddy? Blue Lock's asking about UFL. So honestly, it's a good question on why I'm not giving UFL a chance anymore, but it's a pretty simple answer. I feel like you guys understand this, or at least you can respect it. The game is just too far from actual football. Okay? What it takes right now in UFL, unfortunately, is trumped by the glitches. So even if we went over the best way to play true football in UFL and try to keep it true to the game, have fun, we're going to face an opponent that just R1, R2 the entire time, looks for space with R1, R2, gets close to a defender and zigzag, 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 zigzag until they can play a glitch through ball where you can't defend. Your defenders lock up. It's a goal, right? And so you have players that can do that. There's nothing you can do. There should not be something in the game that just glitches out your team where they can't move. Your goalkeeper will just stand there. Ball could be 2 inches ahead of them, waiting for the opposing striker to come finish it. Running with R2. It just gets ridiculous. It gets absolutely ridiculous. Gordon Ryan.
I'm here with
Gordon Ryan.
What would you rate your jiu-jitsu on a scale of 1 to 10?
157.
Do you think other grapplers would rate you the same?
I'm statistically the greatest of all time in no-gi grappling, so it'd be pretty hard to not rate me at that.
At 157?
Exactly.
What would you rate this grappler on a scale of 1 to 10?
8.4.
And what would you rate your jiu-jitsu on a scale of 1 to 10?
Above a 10.
Do you think other people would say the same thing?
Yeah, probably, because they probably don't really understand my level of jiu-jitsu.
What would you rate this person's jiu-jitsu on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably a 7.5 out of 10. Very good. A lot of stuff to work on, but beats good people.
What would you rate your jiu-jitsu on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably a 1 because I'm pretty bad.
Do you think other people would feel the same?
Probably.
What would you rate this person's jiu-jitsu on a scale of 1 to 10?
1.
That's crazy, because that's what he said about himself. What would you rate your jiu-jitsu on a scale of 1 to 10?
A 7?
Do you think other people would feel the same?
Depends who you ask.
What if I just asked the world?
You can ask the world.
I'm here with
Gordon Ryan.
What would you rate your jiu-jitsu?
I love jiu-jitsu, boys. If you're looking for something to do where you can learn to be a badass, doesn't matter your athletic background, do jiu-jitsu. But anyways, as you see, I have a ton of jiu-jitsu content, but going into FC26, I always like to start off the video doing this stuff. I like to stay in tune with what's going on. As you know, if you didn't see my cover, like the big thing this year that they're looking to do clearly is bring the big names. Last year, they had that huge Evo. What was that, 2 years ago? Maybe it was last year where they brought in Maradona. And so this year, they're times in that by 10. They have an SBC where you pick your GOAT, which in my opinion in this game it's no question Messi is built for FC. Perfect for cutting in, finishing the ball. If it's going to be an insane Messi where you can put him at cam or right wing cutting into the left wait. Yeah. I made a video on it. Check out my video. I made a video on it for sure. It's all spamming long range glitch. Oh yeah, the long range shot, long range or whatever. And then so that SBC, I thought about saving all my fodder for that, but I don't know. I feel like that goes down the predictable alley. Like the R9 swaps is already going to be great, so I will probably go for R9, legendary R9. But you start to go down that predictable path. We'll see what happens. Because part of the fun of this Evos to Glory is building my own monsters, right? So imagine I'm going all through this season. I've been building Havertz since he was an 82 rated card. And I'm getting them, and these players are all beasts. And then all of a sudden, you just go, Messi and R9, or, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, and I'm not saying I won't, dude. Come on, bro. It's R9, right? I'm not doing the Messi or Ronaldo SBC. They're going to be ridiculous expensive. I would have had to save all my fodder to the point where, oh, by the way, I did another hero one. And I was hoping to bring you guys a surprise and it would be a beast. But literally, I got Joe Cole. But I'm hoping if I don't put him in an SBC, that Joe Cole could eventually become a sick Evo card. You can't sleep on Joe Cole, especially I feel like as a winger, cool, but as a cam, he has great potential in the future. We'll see what Evos come, but I did do another one of those. And it's like stuff like that I wouldn't be able to do. I'd have to just wait for that one SBC. Maybe we end up doing it. Probably not, though. Swaps, there's a lot of big names going out, but I don't know. It almost like goes against what I'm hoping to produce with this Evos to Glory squad, where I build my own beasts and keep them going. We'll just have to see what the cards hold. Right? But that's what it seems like they're going to try to revive this Team of the Year with, because it's been pretty dead in my opinion. They give you next to no chance to get the Team of the Year players. They haven't had that marquee, that like this honorable mentions Evo with Havertz, the one with Murray Jose, and even Gio is pretty cool, but they haven't had that beast one that they had in past years that puts an exclamation point on the whole Team of the Year. And with the players so hard to get, really swaps will be the marquee thing, and now they have little things like this. Not little, it's huge actually, but this GOATS SBC, stuff like that. So that could be cool. It is a lot of fodder you have to put into it, so we'll have to see. Yeah, he used to be. I talked to him about it. This was a long time ago now, but Pantera, for one, I like Pantera. Okay, and definitely if you're a UFL guy, you should subscribe to him and follow him. He puts in the time and effort and does a good job. But the way he played the game, it was like he wasn't trying to be like a dagger, but it almost supported that, because he kind of had that approach, like he was just playing the game like how it asked to be played. And the problem with games like UFL, bro, is that you have to force football out of it. Otherwise, it becomes dog shit. Right? Like, for instance, if I want to, I can focus just on R1, R2 sprinting, zigzagging. Like, I think I showed you Blue Lock the other day, and then doing the through ball glitch. And I can be very successful doing that. Would that be the worst thing to watch? Yes. Would it make the game look terrible? Yes. But could I get a lot of success? Yes. So the Pantera was playing in a way that was kind of like that. Instead of like, you can play good football and be successful for sure and beat a lot of players. You might have some trouble against rattier players, but it's same with like watching that African dude. What was his name? He's like an African actor. DD the King, big man DD, whatever his name is. But all he did was run the R1, R2 glitch with easy down the middle, bouncing off defenders. He makes the game look terrible. So you can be successful that way, but it's like different from actually playing football. So that's my problem with UFL as a whole. But like Boris, if you go watch, like I'll even put it on now. I'll show you guys. And then we'll play FC too. But he's trying to do, and I tried and made this mistake. He's trying to do a Road to Glory type thing, and it's so boring. Oh no, he's back to playing FC. He probably reached his... Okay, so look. Here we go. Okay, so he's doing both. So he's got each. I almost gave up, then we packed him. Okay, so he's doing a Road to Glory. And my biggest issue is like, bro, for one, he hasn't hit the rats yet, right? Because we've all seen how that happens once you hit like Ruby, and maybe he'll hit him soon. And then two, if this is a paid promotion, is he even going to say the truth about the game? Because I almost guarantee this is paid, kind of like they discovered, like Nick was paid to play goals, right? They pay you these promotional videos, but you can look up UFL, this one guy that has like 200K followers, not even a football game guy. Same with that Sanders guy. They pay for these big follower content creators to play their game, right? And in this case, Boris is an actual football gamer, so he's playing. But these other guys, you could tell they didn't even have accounts or anything. It's like, look at this new football game we're trying. It looks awesome. I bought this Mbappe and this player. And it's like, clearly, like, the route they were going with those guys is like, get people to spend money. Boris is doing the opposite of that with this free-to-play type of thing. And maybe they're trying to show that you can play, but you truly can't. Once he gets to that higher level, if he doesn't start getting the players with the ability perks, he's going to be toast. And he's a beast of a player, by the way. Yeah, that's all Dagger did for sure. So here's the latest from, this is 14 hours ago, so let's watch this.
As a Division, the Premier Division, in only 5 episodes without spending a single dollar. In the previous episode, we started with a massive miscalculation. The season reset and I was thrown back from gold to silver 3.
You see the difference in how, like, aesthetically boring UFL is? It's like it's missing something, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's missing the flair. Like, when you see this gives you something. Even goals. They went for the more anime/art look to it, similar to Rematch, and I actually like it. But, like, the some of the card designs they're getting better with it, and their customization is great. I love the made up kits. I love where they went with that. I love the unique Adidas stuff that's only in UFL. That's brilliant. That partnership there, you gotta love that. But like, this look is terrible. And like, when you're doing these Road to Glories, it's like these players are so bad now compared to the top players. And you'll see, but let's watch this.
Our seasonal rewards were cracked though, but in the end not enough against the mad
Look at
squads. Premier Division never felt more distant. We are back, and today we need a big...
That team he just played, like the fact that you can just go out and buy that team, it's crazy. Now, somewhere in the middle is a better place to be. FC making it like almost impossible to get the team of the years, stupid. UFL selling out to where you can spend a bunch of money and get the whole Supreme team, it's also stupid. It's got to be somewhere in the middle, closer to FC, where those players are still hard to get, but not impossible to get. Grinders should be able to earn at least a team of the year. That's just reward your grinders, reward players playing the game, not credit card guys, or not, you know. And then on top of that, you have to understand the football side of it. That's one of the reasons why, like, FC is so watered down with a ton of people. I could get way more views going to UFL and staying UFL or whatever. The problem is that it's not good football. It just isn't. You can play way better football on FC. Now, if they removed any of these games, if FC got rid of like the inconsistency from the servers, that would take away a lot of the rats and make you a lot more likely to be able to actually play football and deal with the bullshit. Smart Assist and eFootball, if that was gone, you could do a lot more. They still have work to do, but it takes away a good chunk. UFL, if they got rid of those, the R1, R2, and the through ball glitch, those are the two most annoying things. When you're playing in a tight game and a ball is played and you're there to defend, or your keeper's there and you can't move, it ruins it. And there's players that are got it down to a science where they can make these plays over and over and over. Same with the R1, R2 stuff, right? Same with the R1, R2. There's players that got it down to a science to where you can't catch them. They time it right where they stop holding R1, R2 right when they hit your defender, do a little zigzag, and go right back to it until they get through. And it ruins the football aspect. And then, well, you'll see how boring it gets with the way their card system is.
Big shift. After last session, which was bad, we have, right now we have Silver 2, and I must reach, I think, today at least, Platinum, for a chance to reach Premier League by next week. I need today a big shift. And for this, we need the tactic that caused my first L, and that was from Shifty Powers. I think that was it. Let's try his tactic. Maybe that could be our game changer here. Squad.
Yeah, Pantera wasn't all the time. I still remember way back when he first started, and I like Pantera, man. I really did. I got into it with him the one time we were in some type of glitch era. Look at that team, by the way. Still no ability perks whatsoever. And he was playing that certain like glitchy way. I'd have to go back. You know what's cool is I have all of it documented. If you go back that series, right, called, what is that called? Daily Grind. Go back to my UFL Daily Grind. You can see where I destroyed Dagger over and over. You can see my era where I played Pantera. When I told him about what I'm telling you guys, it was during the disconnect era. Do you guys remember when that got prevalent, when players were disconnecting all the time? Constantly? That was the era where I played him. He actually left. The last time I talked to him, he agreed with me about FC26. Like, bro, this is insane. Like, he liked FC. He felt the same. Like, UFL is going nowhere. Went to FC. I sold all the way into FC. Like, I'm in. I'm gonna help people with evolutions, with everything. Change my entire Discord behind a paywall to like help people in FC, because it's a lot of work, bro. Like, I had everything said like these other content creators are doing, or not. I guess you would call them leakers, but I had no leaks. I was gonna do it purely off of like, this player's a beast, this player, and the game just shit the bed, dude. They started going. They just changed it. Like, if you go back and watch my videos that I allegedly leaked of the beta, when I got the beta, the game then is so different than now. It looks, feels, and everything. But the problem is, that would be fine if it improved. It went worse. However, all these other games just dropped the ball too. But I remember Pantera did that, and then when FC fell off, I don't blame him. He went back to UFL. It looks like he stayed. But in my humble opinion, I don't think, and this is the shitty part for every football content creator, I don't believe Pantera is necessarily staying with UFL, because, like, I'm seeing the videos where the delay is killing him, where he'll play a ball, and I hate this about UFL too. Apparently they shut down servers. So you play, for me, it's like the Hispanic players. Apparently they shut down the server in, like, Mexico. So you play these guys during a certain time where you're matching them a lot, and you'll play a pass, it's literally 3-second delay. For sure. So here, let's check this out. But he does a good job. You cannot say, like, Pantera does a good job for sure. It's just the game that he plays, I feel it's trash. I actually hope guys like him end up coming to goals, for instance. I like Pantera a lot, dude. I've actually promoted people to go subscribe to him and watch him when I'm not creating. Because I still get comments. People still use my tactics and stuff in UFL, and I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. I just can't play a game like that with a development company like Strikers. That's where it's just, I feel like I'm lying to people if I'm releasing all this stuff, and then they go out and play, and someone just, you play the DD, the Kingman, whatever, that's just shamelessly streaming and shit, himself basically being a rat, It's crazy to me. So here we go. Let's check this out. Let's keep watching this.
There. We are right now like this. Packs, items, packs, store. Let's go, man. Let's go then. The first one. 50.
Yeah, so I'm not going to go dig it in because I'm not trying to make the guy look bad, but 1,000% in 4K in that daily grind stuff, or somewhere in my streams, or both, you can see the gameplay that I'm talking about, where 1,000% he was utilizing, I forgot, who knows, that we went through so many glitch eras in UFL, it's ridiculous, but he was 1,000% one of the players that was utilizing, I think it was the finesse shot glitch. I think every single time, it was just, instead of playing football, it was just play to Messi, cut in, finesse. Play to whoever on the left, cut in, finesse with the right. Play to Messi, cut in, finesse. And it's like, bro, this is the most boring shit in the world. It took away the whole, kind of like the long ball to the lob cross to Holland. It was so silly, Yeah. So yeah, and there's no doubt that I would have told you that, even if I didn't know that if anybody plays that boss man dude, they would have said the same thing. 1,000%, because that dude is the biggest rat. You can't put Pantera in the same realm. Again, that's why I would never promote the boss man dude. He's like the worst cancer for the game. He's similar to Dagger. Even if he doesn't mean to be, he is just like Dagger. Dagger would shamelessly, like, oh, look at this toxic way to play, look at this broken way. The D-man, boss, dickhead, whatever, doesn't seem to do that, but he acts like, oh, GG's, bro, good job, bro. Like, but then he's blatantly being a piece of shit on the pitch. It would be like playing golf and I'm going, oh, blue lock, great game, but really every time I had a bad shot, I would just throw the ball back on the green or on the fairway or whatever. Oh, great game, good job. And then if you try to come at me for cheating, what do you mean? Get out of here, just take your L. But I know I'm cheating. Like Pantera, what I said is like, you're a great UFL player, but you're not promoting great football. At the time, remember, this is at the time. And it was nothing to be like attack-wise, but it was just like, right now UFL at the time, and it still is this way, is a game where you can play football or you don't. It's the same with FC. Let's say that. eFootball the same way. That's why I left, because I couldn't beat those players using Smart Assist. Like, I needed to use it to compete, and that wasn't really me competing, and I wasn't helping the game by playing with Smart Assist, so I just left, if that makes sense. And so all I was saying is, like, these players who can't try to play good football through the bullshit, it doesn't help the game at all. It actually promotes, like, the nonsense. At the time, I felt Pantera was doing that. This is way long time ago, but that was at the time. The Boss Man Dude has viewers that are talking about selling scripts on Twitch. That same viewers are... Yeah, I know. Well, it's crazy because... whenever the game... Whenever players are playing, like, say, UFL, you're going to have these differences and stuff. I support anybody that's creating content that's not bad for the game, right? To the point where, like, the way that I go after rats, there's no, like, it's not, like, politically correct, right? However, overall, whether they can say it or not, I'm better for the game than, say, a player that's going to go out and abuse broken shit, show highlights of broken shit, because even if it promotes winning in the game right now, it shows how broken the game is. It shows the developers are incompetent. It shows, you see what I'm saying? It's like highlighting the chinks in the game's armor. Even if it helps these players win and brings money to the game, it's not good for the game, because most players see that shit and they say, screw this. You see that Boss Man guy play, it does not make you want to play UFL. If you're playing UFL, it will showcase how to be a piece of crap and win. It will show you the bullshit, but it's not promoting like, oh, this looks like a fun football game. I want to go play football now. It's like, oh, if I'm playing UFL, now I know how to cheat, you know? That's kind of how Dagger was. And by the way, Pantera is not like that, which is why, even with what I said before, I still had no problem, like, promoting him or showcase, like, hey, go follow Pantera.
Skip. Hato, that's nice. That is surely better than Pellegrini. Nice pace. Oh man, Hato in, Pele out. Alright. Also, one thing that's nice, I just saw now, you could customize like every player. You have here like kids, Raya, short sleeves, 2-layer, long sleeves. Winter is here, so all players now go long and stay like, stay healthy, don't get sick and don't catch any cold. Stay warm, long, and also like tuck in to look taller and more, representable, like Rodri, the Rodri effect. Tuck in. And yeah, showdown with just Skip. We have now full focus, just ranked, the main target. Ah man, these teams.
Okay, Richardson, give me the tree. The holidays are done.
No way they're done.
They are.
We thought so too, Gary. But then Verizon just gave us their best deal.
4 new iPhone 17s, all on them.
Yep, and 4 lines all for just $25.
You got anything under there for me?
It's a holiday miracle.
Our best deals are still here. Come into Verizon and get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed. And 4 lines for just $25 a line.
Love that spirit, folks.
New customers in Missouri bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win.
There. Well played. Now then, find the patterns. That's good attack. I also must fix the numbers here. This ain't okay. These numbers ain't okay. It's a bad thing, Shree here. Bad thing. Bopper should be 7. Well played, GG's. Good attack, good attack. Boom, boom, boom. Nine, ain't happening. Calvert! You fraud. You damn fraud. Now then. I draw my multiplier. Oh, why is he so bad? He has full chemistry. Ooh. Winnable. Winnable. Still a good team, man. Crazy team. And Hakimi does even have a special in UFL. Good play. That was nice. Too much jab time, and he's gonna score. Good save. It's been insane. Raya insane. What a keeper. Good press, Ellen. Done. Calvert, now then. Now then. Calvert, good first touch. Can make Trivella. Don't have to. Cook. Done. Win, and again now finally multiplier, right? Final multiplier. Next one. Our new tactic was highly successful in the silver division. And Raya kept plenty of clean sheets. The only problem was facing Haaland. He was destroying me. So we bought him. And now he was destroying them. Goal promotion game was cagey, but we managed to make it after another clean sheet. And then came Gold Division. A cold shower. It was all going south against these pay-to-win teams. I felt hopeless. And I felt like it was maybe time to give up this challenge. But then I realized it. Of course, I just need a chem formation. We also said before building this, we have some packs for us out. Before building my chemistry formation, we have some packs here. Some packs. Kakatse, Triple C, that's crazy. 80 pace, I think how to better Rice, he sells. Challenger pack, Georgian, you can tell by the name. Kaitshvili, yeah, claim all. These packs, that was from upgrades, promotions. Any nice walkout, please. I need maybe left mid, right mid. Let's see what we have. Who is this? Shaqiri, is he good? Shaqiri. Done deal. And what was that mastery? Oh! Now then, huge, huge, massive. Even has a plus playstyle. Mastery 3. Wow, wow, wow. And Saliba 88. What a crazy pack. What a crazy pack. Long ranger for the long shots. That's insane. Passing is 92, 85 dribbling, 87 fitness. This one is huge. This one was huge, man. This now is changing everything. It's changing everything. Thank you, man. Besides this, the pass here. Team pass. Okocha a bit left. Then maybe just like, you know, get packs instead for this these SP, because I don't think I'm gonna get Okocha in the end. Anyways, Africa pack Lite. Let's buy. This one is interesting. Africa pack. For AFCON, is it? Is it? Any AFCON player?
Nope.
Not quite. We have right now like this. Chemistry is 5. That is not good. I must now go like in old FIFAs. I need a chem formation and then just change in the game. Of course. I haven't thought about this before. Of course, of course. So then, what we have. I think this one could be fine. Let's see now. CDM center mid. And we also have Shaqiri. Saliba, man, that's huge upgrade. That's huge. This one then, discard. And we have this Saliba that has chemistry. And that Shaqiri is huge. That is, I think now, my best player. And that is our first outfield player that has a playstyle plus. Long shots, power shots. I think that's gonna be crazy. So then, the chem formation. How? Alright, so I've been testing now for a bit. I've been testing a bit, and it seems like anyways for us the best is actually the 4222 for the chemistry. This one here is the best. Then try here. Hold up here. Swap 9. Now that's not good. Just swap around and try out, man. Test here. What happens? 13, We had 15 once. Alright, so highest for us now is 13, that's fine. And that is then like this. Swap them. And then Taram doesn't play. Chemistry then doesn't matter. And then I play different in-game. Look now, I've been scouting here. There's a guy on YouTube, hold up here. His name is Pantera Too Cold, and he is in Prem Division. Premier. And he's playing with the 4-1-2-1-2 wide. Old school FIFA. That was the best back in like FIFA 9, 10, 11, 12. That was the best. I think could be also now amazing in this game. Could be now fantastic.
Alright, so now we're going to get into some FC. Oh, hold on, I just read this. Let me read this. No, I had to go do some stuff, get some money shit out of the way. So it's thank you to the viewers. All right, let me catch up with you guys. Now, I want to play FC and show you the difference in, like, the spunk in the game. Okay, so simple go. I don't know what he's talking about, bro. No, bro, you can go. You just have to go back and watch. I mean, it's not an attack. The way that he was playing, this is dude. This is before FC26 came out. This is during when FC25. I was winning all those tournaments, but then I was also still playing UFL, and I was going to FC, and then Pantera actually came and said, "You're right, dude. FC is way better." Like FC, everyone loved FC based on the beta and where it was going. The problem is, once the full release came out, the same inconsistent gameplay started. Then they patched shit. They messed up defense again. Then they fixed it to an extent. And, like, they always do this shit every year, dude. It's crazy. But at the time, Pantera, the problem with UFL, just like now, is you have these glitches. So I'm assuming what you're saying is that when Pantera flamed that boss man, whatever, he was like, bro, the way you play, tell me if I'm wrong, but the boss man was playing in a way that was dog shit. He found shortcuts in the game and was using those to be successful because he can't play football. Am I right? Because you said earlier that what's his name, Pantera, flamed that boss man the same way. Right? So Pantera was doing exactly that back at this time. Again, this is on the Daily Grind series. This is on the streams I had at the time. You can go back and see. I forgot what exactly the glitch was. I think it was like the 40-yard finesse shots or some shit. And it's like, bro, you're not even playing football. Like, break down the defense, play football. What you're doing, especially Showcase, is just going to drive players away. No one's going to play a game where you're shooting for like, let's say the big content creators, Nick and these guys, they play goals. They loved it because it was true to football. The defense was, everything was good connection. The defense, you could get rewarded for making good defensive plays. The ball's not bouncing off you, going back. All the stuff that they liked was like raw emotions. No one's going to play UFL against a player shooting 50-yard shots or 40-yard shots and say, oh, that's a great game. That was my whole point. I don't think anybody would disagree. You don't see players in, what do you call it? You don't see players in real football hitting 40, 50-yard shots. Same with that long ranger. The problem with that right now. Like, I'll play FC, and then I could go play UFL, and you'll see pretty quickly. I think I showed Blue Lock. I think I showed you the other day when I was beating that player just using R1 and R2, if I'm not mistaken. And then Big Gaming said to you, Blue Lock, like, how do you not know about this glitch? It's been in the game for months. Like, I was like, well, maybe he just isn't familiar with it. But that people were like, bro, Blue Lock, how could you act like you don't know about this? But I was like, maybe he really doesn't. Maybe he just... That's good in a way that you don't, because that clearly means you weren't abusing it. But do you remember that time that when I was talking about it, was a few weeks ago, and I was showing you these glitches. But Pantera was using that same thing, and my problem with it is, it's like you play however you want, just like these FC players who just spam through balls or just go for crosses and bad connection. It's like, go ahead, play like that, get wins now. For one, it's not going to help you overall because they're good games are going to get rid of that shit. That's not true to football. That ruins the game. And then for two, it's boring. Like, who wants to compete? I use the equivalent, like it's like playing basketball and being able to shoot full court shots. So let me see. So anyway, it's really, I mean, let's just move on from it. It is what it is. So my biggest thing that I wanted to say is that's why I don't play UFL. 1000% Boris Legend is getting paid to do that now, so that just takes away. Would I take the money? Maybe. If they paid enough, yeah. So I'm not dogging them for it. You got to put food on the table. I made a video about that. But it's, you can't, if someone does that, it's going to be interesting. What I wanted to see, actually, and we'll get to it. But what I want to see, let's see if he plays anybody. Let's see. Oh my God. So let's see how this game went. Let's see these goals. This could be it, guys. I knew it was coming. Like when he gets to the point where he's playing these ratty players, because that's what UFL is. It's a game full of glitches. Will he try to hide that stuff? Let's see. Like, pay attention on these highlights. Does he show every goal? Because I noticed he was skipping some goals. Is he skipping some that make the game look bad? Let's check this out. You know. Let's check this out. All right, here we go.
Hold it.
Yeah, I don't see any Blue Lock. I don't see how you thought I was attacking Pantera, but at the same time, I don't want to see. I don't think Blue Lock's meaning any harm. Like, I feel like he's fine with what he's saying. Honestly, I don't think it's like a bad. I don't think anybody's in the wrong here. It's just stating. But Blue Lock, I truly don't see where you thought I was attacking. Like, what I said to Pantera, actually told him directly. He came into my stream. No, I messaged him after we played, like, bro, you're a good UFL player, but you're not a good football player. He's like, well, what do you mean by that? I'm like, dude, you're taking 40-yard finesses. I'm almost positive that's what it was, but I can't say for certain, like, because it was so long ago. But whatever the shit was at the time, do you guys remember that meta I'm talking about, when you could just get the ball with your wingers and pretty much shoot from anywhere in the finesse shot window to the upper corner? Oh, okay. I got you. Blue Lock was saying Simple was attacking him. Okay. I was going to say, I was like, damn. But yeah, that's all it was, is at that time, that's what the meta was. And I felt like, I was like, bro, I feel like, I think I even told him, like, you're better than that, bro. Like playing that way just to win is cool if that's the route you want to go, but it's just such a shitty way to play the game. And if UFL wants their game to be taken seriously, they got to remove it. And sure enough, what did they do? They removed it. So my whole thing towards Pantera at the time was, if you're playing in a way where your success, like when you're showing your highlights, a lot of your goals are coming from these things that are going to be removed. And I'll use myself as an example. I did it during the long switch lob cross. That's literally all you could do, because then your opponent, other than that, would just park the bus. And it was during the whole assisted defense was out of this world, overpowered. And so everyone just long switch, lob cross, long switch. And I remember Dagger was the first person I played that abused this shit. And he beat me one of the few times during that. Sure enough, like every other time I figured it out, then I just beat him over the head with it, because I mixed in skill with that, and then I just whooped him. But was it fun? Was it true football? Absolutely not. So here I am playing that way. Like, oh, well, it's in the game until they remove it. And that was the last time I ever did that, because it promoted some bullshit. Like showing the highlights of that era and everything. It was so unrealistic, stupid, it wasn't football at all. So even I had done it. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, everyone's going to make their own choice. I noticed that Dagger's long gone and his videos are deleted. I'd love to know the story behind that, because my honest opinion, that type of playing and that type of content, you're always going to be the target, bro. Bro, you're sharing videos that are like toxic way to play, broken, here's how you break this game, and like clearly clickbait stuff, but clearly what we call, I think Simple actually told me this, or somebody, I forgot who made it up, but it was like a rat farm. It was like a rat farm, bro. You know, Let's see here. But let's see if he plays in here's what I want you guys to pay attention to. First thing is this. Does he show highlights of every goal? And second, is he at that level? We all know that level when you reach that threshold where he's high enough rank where he's starting to play all the rats that have all the players that can utilize all the ability perks in the worst ways. Let's see.
Damn, laser. That first shot. Man, the first shot, that's crazy. Top ins. Keeper has no chance.
His opponent
Man, the first shot.
So let's see.
Fast 6-1. They road to Premier Division. I still believe.
All right, so here we go. And notice the very first goal.
I believe.
So what do you know, right? What do you know? My boy comes out, and his player doesn't even have long ranger. This is Boris. So let's see how he scores it. He does have it. So that's Boris with long ranger doing the exact thing I'm talking about. But because he has long ranger, I guess that's... I didn't see his exact team. Who's his player with long ranger? No, that's his opponent's team. He has one player with one ability perk, right? Shaqiri. One player with one ability perk. So give me 1 second here. Let me make sure I show this right. And what do you know? It's like, I'm not saying that goal wasn't good or not, but all I'm saying is this, right? This is what I will say, is that that's like a gimmick goal, right? So, as we get into this, 1 second, let me set this up because this is important to point out. So, Boris Legend is on a road to glory. This is his squad. If you play UFL, you know that they copied off of FC with playstyles, but they call them ability perks. Because it's a road to glory, Boris does not have any of the paid players. Now, the argument is Boris being paid to do this or not? My bet would be almost guaranteed he's being paid. And instead of going after, like, if you watch UFL pays certain big high-profile creators that might not even be football gamers to showcase, like, hey, look at the players you can get if you pay money. It seems that with Boris, they went the route, or maybe he suggested it. You never truly know. But my guess would be UFL wanted him to go the route to say, hey, look, you can be a free-to-play player and be successful. Why? Because Boris is a very skilled player. He's one of the best football gamers in the world. How UFL plays, your skill on FC does translate to an extent. But what I want you to notice is he has one player with one ability perk. It's the Long Ranger, Shaqiri. And we all know what that play style, or in this case, ability perk, is good for. 50-yard rockets. And so, if you remember when I was playing UFL, I said this could be the best game because it's hot garbage and it's almost like a gimmick, a comedy movie, but in video football gaming where they showcase how ridiculous these playstyles have gotten, which is what in turn made it fun. Not true to football, but fun in almost that comedic way. And not saying this goal, this first goal that you're about to see, doesn't look true to football in a way. Like, everyone loves these types of goals in real football. The problem is they don't come every shot, right? And this ability perk that creates this shot that you're about to see, right? That type of goal is not scored as often as it happens in UFL. Now, I'm not saying you can't have a game that takes those goals that everyone loves that happen few and far between and make them more often in your game. All I am saying is that in UFL, these types of things are abused over and over and over and over. And the person that abuses these different powerful ways to score and create chances and powerful ways to defend, no matter how glitchy or how nonsense it is, that's what brings success. Instead of your skill and build up your skill defensively, your skill creating it's about the gimmicks, right? Now, let's see how this game goes and see if it matches. I haven't seen this at all, right? Whether you believe that or not, it's up to you. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change what we're about to see, which is a beautiful football goal, by the way. That was his opponent just scored a beautiful football goal. We didn't see much build up there, but we're 2-1. And here's what I wanted to point out. Okay? he did not just show his opponent's goal. So I don't know if that was a glitchy goal that they didn't want to show, or if he was just, cutting for time. We'll never know that, but I noticed some of the goals are being cut out. And let's see as we follow this series and follow this video in particular, if you'll be able to tell by this if it's paid or not, because if certain things that we know we see all the time that may not make the game look that good, if those are constantly cut out, those ways of scoring and the way of creating chances and stuff, and only the good stuff's highlighted, well then UFL has a hand in this, right? Because we all know the BS. Although I would say, as cool as this looks, because I've played UFL, I know that this is a BS goal, right? When you can shoot the ball from 50 yards out to 30 yards in, you could have your opponent locked up. They could be terrible at actually breaking down your defense and score goal after goal like this. Yes, you have to close the ball down. Maybe from this range you could say bad defense, but we all know that these type of long-range players, or with the long ranger ability perk, can score from ridiculous distances where no defender would necessarily be completely closing them down from there. And no player could be that big of a threat every single shot. But once again, I'm sure it's upper corner, same exact way, yes. Notice it's the same exact goal. Goalie dives the same way, no chance. And they may think this makes the game look good, but it doesn't. That's my humble opinion. You guys tell me if it's right or wrong. All he did was go out and get one long ranger player and just abuse the shit out of him. I'm not saying it's his fault. He's playing UFL how UFL created their game. But this is the issue. FC had this with Finesse Shot Plus, and they've at least watered it down. Like right now, Finesse Shot Plus, very strong playstyle. You want to cut in and score with it for sure. But it isn't to this extent, right? And we're about to play and see if, that holds true. Let's just see naturally with my next few games, or if you want to go to any content creator and watch. But I feel like UFL took the worst of FC, for instance, with the ability perks / playstyles in FC, and that's what gets abused on top of the glitches like the R1, R2 glitch and the through ball glitch, right? And so players, the tackle back. The tackle back.
Braut again.
Nice.
Braut is in.
Wait a second. Did his defender get frozen up there? Let's watch this real quick.
It's in.
We gotta see this. Watch his defender here.
Braut again.
What the heck?
Braut is in.
Guys, you tell me if I'm wrong there. Did it not look like he was locked up like the through ball? But whatever. And we move on. 5-5. Oh, the lob headers are back.
Braut.
Guys, the same nonsense is still in the game. Look at this. I'm not saying he's not open here. I'm not saying, but we all remember this. And it's just like the players in FC right now, especially with bad connection, right? These aren't going to be, you're not going to be able to do these over and over, but in bad connection you can. And in UFL, look at his other defender.
Braut.
Give me a break.
What a goal. Huge goal. Alright, Jordan. Unreal. Unbelievable. Tiebreak. Last chance. Imagine. Braut. No. Alright, Joel. We back though. We back, bro. We back. After this, we adapted to defending in the full 1-2-1-2.
Guys, you see what I'm saying? Oh, it's all he scores. He's thinking he's making the game look good. Are you guys telling me that 50, 40, 30, 20-yard shots over and 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 over every single game is what anybody would want to do? Nobody scores all that all the time. Yeah, but here's the problem, Blue Lock, is they keep going in this vicious circle, right? Yeah, if you take UFL as a joke and can just goof around, I have a problem with it because I'm a competitor at heart, and so I'll start to see the good parts that you can play football, and then it becomes BS, you know? So let's check this out. So you see all those goals over and over. To me, I feel like to most people too, it makes players look bad. That could just be me. Or not, sorry, makes the game look bad. That could just be me, but all we just seen in his little highlights of his next however many games, the same one player shooting the same way over and over and over. All that does is show rats, go get players with long ranger, and then it shows anybody else that that's all you're going to play against, you know? Unfortunately for them, there's other stuff too, but it's also broken nonsense. Let's see what he has to say.
Well, the last games, that was a draw that you saw, and then win. Plenty of rage quits, plenty of clean sheets. And then this game today, that was me. I was first game today, warm up.
I want to see this game.
On 40 ping.
So, the delay issue, and of course they didn't show it. Of course they didn't show it because it makes the game look bad, maybe. Or maybe he just didn't want to show it because it made him look bad. I don't know. But you see his record's not very good. You guys remember when I first started, Blue Lock, you guys were there, so were you, Simple. I think I was like 60-0, wasn't I? Before my first loss. And there would always be those haters that came in. Blue Lock, you might have actually been one to say this, where you're like, bro, you're starting from lower than the others. Well, Boris started from, and he's like a top FC player, started from the same level as me. Look at that record, bro. If I'm not mistaken, I think I was 60 wins, like 4 draws and no losses. You guys would have to go check it. Might have even been closer to 100. Wasn't I close to 100 before I even hit my first loss? I know you guys were there. You guys have to correct me. But the big thing was like, well, you're starting from scratch, so you're lower. And I'm like, bro, guarantee everybody else would be having losses right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure, and I'm not saying, but Boris is a beast in FC, so I actually pat myself on the back with my UFL ability after looking at his record. But we haven't seen any of those losses to see, like, was he just getting toasted by complete rats? Was it connection and rats? Was it just bad connection? Like, that's what makes me feel like this is a paid thing, because anything that could be negative isn't really being showed. And Boris is not that type of guy, dude. If you look at his FC stuff, he's a great player, so he doesn't lose much. He's lost his cool in total that I've watched him, and I've watched him a lot, like maybe like 3 times. But he'll show his losses, so it's interesting here.
But then, we're back now. Last game, I think this should be, man. Last game, let's play. Goal 2. Oh, this is, man.
Look at that team, bro. The fact that they made it to where players can just spend money and get these guys. Where are they going to go from here? It's crazy. It's crazy.
And this is winnable. Shaq.
Dude, it's the same goals over. How does he not realize that this makes the game look terrible? Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe like UFL doesn't care, you know? Like, I don't get it. But this makes the game look like a complete joke. It makes the game look like a complete joke. It's the same.
And the platinum.
Guys, it's the same goal every single time.
Now though, this for sure, man. This for sure is promotion game. This guy, please be noob.
Shaqiri wishes he could shoot like that, you know? Shaqiri wishes, every player with long ranger wishes they could shoot like that every shot. It's crazy.
After that, open your Google browser or any browser you have.
Maybe try subs for the first time. Fresh legs. Bob had bad game anyways. You can try it here.
Oh, remind me, Simple, I got to show you somebody I packed in FC that I'm probably going to try to Evo. I want to show you something.
He heard me. He heard me. Come on. Oh my shit, man. Shakira!
Bro, every shot. Dude, this game is a joke, guys.
He also has.
No true footballer is watching this going, oh, I can't wait to go shoot 50-yard shots over and over. Dude, joke. And he lost that way. Look, he lost.
Came back again in the evening. I was tired and my form was dipping. It wasn't easy, but we were determined.
He's trying to get to Premier and having a hard time. Let's look at his record, by the way.
And finally, we were back again. Platinum promotion game, attempt number 2.
Oh my
promotion
god, he's
game.
not even close
Right?
yet.
I think it is, but I'm not sure. Please now, I've been playing for the whole day. I'm about to perish. I'm about to succumb here. Jökeres. Was his team.
Ha! What the hell?
Is he AFK? AFK? JFK? AFK? JFK? 41 ping, bro. Yeah? Imagine. We take and we eat what we get. And that is...
You're not there
What?
yet.
No, one left.
He doesn't get
One
it.
left.
I hated that. I always made that mistake too, guys. Their promotion system is so dumb. It's so crazy, dude.
One left.
He didn't realize that he needed one more. I've done that so many times. Bro, I will say it was so hard getting to Premiere, and then like you're playing so many rats though. That's the worst part. It wasn't enjoyable. Like goals, I got to number 30 something in the world, right? And it was alpha, and there's some monsters, bro. Some of those players, bro, are so good. I highlighted some of them you could check out. I highlighted one where I got beat 9-1 by the number 5 player in the world. And me and him are cool now, even though I do disagree with him on a lot. Do feel like he mistakenly did a lot of bad for the game with how he was ripping it during alpha. But he is a monster, like a truly gifted player. And there's one guy named Marky that's apparently just on a different planet, like the R9 of goals, right? I didn't get to see him freaking play except for 5v5. I saw this dude with being like triple marked in a 5v5 match, and literally the other two came in. It was 5v1. He beat all of them with the sickest, like you could say it was an overpowered drag back move, but the way he sold it and finished, I've never seen somebody like fake 5 guys out at once and just bury it upper 90 like that. I could tell he's special. The goal that I saw him score, that just those few things could all be viral. Why they aren't, I don't know. But anyway, the point is, the biggest challenge I've ever had, like getting to number 10 in the world, like seeing it, when Boris shows his record, remember my record at this time. It was like 60, 70, whatever, and 0 before I lost, or whatever it was. You guys would have to check. It's all online. And I was trying to say, bro, you guys aren't giving credit where it's due. Like, this is fucking hard. Even if you're starting from the bottom like Boris and I did. It's a bitch, but you're beating a lot of rats. And I will say I didn't score a bunch of 50-yard fucking shots. I will say that too.
Again, I don't understand this graphic. This guy again, man. This guy again. Is he gifting? Is he?
Here we go. This guy again. So the guy who just gave him a win. But here's the other funny part. He's frustrated because it is like the promotion system's weird. I don't ever get it either. It's like I've won like 3 in a row. How do I have one more game left?
An angel. Is he an angel sent by God? Is he? The same guy again?
He's going to give him another win?
Oh. Shakira shoot. Power
No
shot.
way. Oh, he got given it. Look how happy he is to be given a win, guys. This is not the Boris wheel.
An angel. Thank you so much.
But he's only in platinum. He's not
Thank
even
you so
in
much, and
Premier
that's
yet.
done. After so many hours. That is huge.
He does.
That is
Does
massive.
this look like, if
And there we have
anybody's
it.
followed Boris, does this look like a guy having fun? He isn't, and he hasn't even hit the true rats yet, guys. He hasn't even hit the true rats yet.
That's it for today. Drop a like if you enjoyed this series.
He's struggling, dude. He's struggling, bro. Like the fact that did he show his record again? He didn't. You notice how he's not showing it, guys? I guarantee he's got probably 15, 17 something losses. Look at that face, bro. That's the struggle face he shows in FC. Now that's just me. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. This is my take on it. But that's what UFL will do. It's crazy. It's crazy. I love Boris. I don't think he's a big... Maybe some people think he's a rat. I don't know. I know he's got skill. He's a former pro. But what I take it as is a player that's just like being battered by the UFL shit, and maybe even looking at it like this is embarrassing because UFL is considered like a shit game. But these rats that play the way they do, it's so strong. And in the 50-yard shot, though, is one of the rat ways to play. Let's be honest. No one would ever watch that and say, oh, yeah, no, this is football, man. Like, if you looked up the way those goals are going in like that, what's the real life amount of goals? Now, let's see, though. Let's go into rivals and see what we get right off the bat. There's no doubt. I think Blue Lock, in my opinion, I think he's got a rude awakening. I think he's seen just the tip of the iceberg, and now he's about to really hit it. But here's the thing. He cut out a lot, and he isn't really showing his record. And why does that matter? Because it'll be interesting to see what they show. Like, bro, it's going to start getting bad. You guys have seen me do it several times. So now we've seen a decent amount of UFL. Let's get in. I have no idea if connection's going to be good or bad. My opponent could be the biggest rat ever. There's a good chance, or he might not. Let's just see what we get here. First game, no warm-up games. First of all, let's check the ping before we enter. I'll take 24. Yassine 99. We're looking to spread our opponent out, get the ball out wide, then play in the center. If he marks the center real well, we look to get it out wide and cut in. Let's see what we get here. That'd be cool, Simple, for sure. Yeah, I always try to get new people to do it, for sure. The hell happened there? Oh, great start. Great start. Nice through ball. Nice little set play on the through ball. I have no chance. I have no chance. I had to pick it up or I'm going to get whooped, guys. Nice through ball set play there, though. Come on, Dell. Come on, Dell. No, Dell. I called it. I was right there. Yeah, I don't know, guys, about this player. But, yeah, so far, 2 different goals, 2 good goals. And then he just parks the bus. But what do you expect? This is after 2 months out, right? You're in. I should have went low driven, and that's a goal. Come on, we're not giving up. See, dude, this is what you got to deal with. This is what you got to deal with. It's the bullshit of this game that you got to deal with. I can't switch my players. I can't do anything, and he's just going to play through balls over and over. How did he even get that shot off? How did he even get that shot off? Go back and look at that replay if you guys don't believe me. That's what you got to deal with in this game. But, again, 2 months gone matching this player tells you everything you need to know about this player. You rat little bitch. Go back and watch that one. Go back and watch that one. Look at this. Go back and watch what just happened there. Go back in slow motion that. You'll be able to see exactly what I mean. Go back and watch that. Go back and look when I'm trying to pass the ball. Complete and utter loser, bro. Offsides by a mile. Go back and watch that real quick. I wouldn't say it's shit. I would say it depends on the connection and the player you play. Go back and watch what just happened, though. And tell me. Dude. Yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke. Well, we start off. What can you do? What can you do against these fucking pieces of shit? What can you do? You can't do much. But there, at least there's not 50-yard shots. At least there's not 50-yard shots. Dude, I can't do nothing right. I can't. Should be 2-2 anyway, but it is what it is. Go back and look at the one where he walked through me. Offsides. Go back and look at the one where he walked through me. That pisses me off because it's like the same results against the same shit players. And I'm just whooping his ass football-wise. That would piss anybody off. He better be off there. Yeah, he just tries to walk through you. You guys watch the football, and if I'm wrong, I want you guys to tell me. Look at that. Look at that. Running away. It's just delay bullshit. Unbelievable, bro. Those two misses, I can't do nothing about. I hit the post there, but this is all you can do in these delay games. I went to, yep. I can't do nothing. He just turns and runs. What can I do there? Look at this. No goal. I'm waiting for goals, bro. That's been decided. Goals is the only game where you don't have to deal with this shit. Look at that. Look at the delay. Look at the delay. I just don't get how there's players like this that are just complete dog shit. Bro, you're in, like, but I guess that's why they're in the divisions they're in, though, you know? Look how bad, like, it's not like, it's no skill to it. I need to score this to stay in the game. Look at the delay! Yeah, look at the delay! Look how long it took him and shit! We gotta say something, bro. Bro, do you have this type of delay advantage every game where your opponent takes 7 seconds to take open net shots and the only way you score is from delay, or is this just this game? Yeah, of course. Wouldn't be surprised. I gotta ask this fucking guy this, though. Unbelievable. Alright, so, did you guys see Del Piero? Wide open net. Wide open net. Why didn't he shoot the ball? Why didn't he shoot the ball? You want to win the game that bad that you're this big of a piece of dog shit. It makes no sense to me, guys. Good. Come on. Finally. Come on now. Let's fucking go. Right at this piece of shit. There we go again with the tackle backs. He's trying to run through me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Oh my God, that was beautiful football, bro. Ah, Van de Ven to tie it up! Van de Ven! Look at Vandy! Look at Vandy! Let's go, little bitch. Come on. Try to get this delay. Let's see what you got, motherfucker. It's war now, mother. It's war. This is where the real players shine. Nice try, though, buddy. Nice try. That was a good try. He got me turned around. Good job. Come on. This is where we shine. Yes. I had to make sure that I didn't, the delay didn't fuck me over. Oh, come on, bro. It's there. The game's there to be won. The game's there to be won. Oh. Yes! Come on now! This is how we do it! Del Piero making up for some of those misses. Let's go now, boys. Oh, crap. It's 11 o'clock. Oh, my God. I'm going to get kicked out of my apartment, boys. Holy shit. I'm going to get kicked out. Sorry. Guys, I'm going to get probably booted, but it's worth it. Beating these types of players is always worth it. This is where the skill prevails. Whoa! What a piece of crap. How did he do that? Dude, this is bullshit, guys. What was that? How did he glitch me like that? You are a piece of garbage. How did he glitch me like that? How did he glitch me like that? And he's watching the replay like a piece of shit. Oh my God, dude. Can you believe what the fuck just happened? Like who would want to win this way? I'm destroying this loser, and look what he did. He did it again. He did it again. What a fucking loser. What a fucking loser, bro. The ball went through my player. What a fucking loser. What a loser. What a loser. Oh my God, that was it. What a fucking loser. You're in. Yes! This is how we do it, boys. What a... Did you see that, Blue Lock? Would you not... Guys, am I lying about this? Am I being an asshole? Did you not see that? He's just parking the bus, so I try to go reset the ball. And it goes through my player, bro. This is no joke. Like, am I crazy? If I'm being a piece of shit, you guys tell me, please. Like, bro, he's just skilled or something. There's no way. Like, that's not what happened there. Now, I don't have any problem wasting time. Oh my God. It just keeps happening. Oh, offsides. Please say it's offsides. And he ties it. No way. See, dude? It keeps happening. I can't do nothing about it. What a fucking loser, bro. Are you seeing my player? Go look at the giveaway on that. Go look at the giveaway. Go look at the giveaway on that. Go look at the giveaway. What a fucking joke. Look at this. Yes! Oh my God. But then Blue Lock, we do this to these cheats. 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 Tell me that this dude wasn't the biggest piece of trash you've ever seen in your life. And that's the only way to beat him. Now I get what Blue Lock's saying. He said, this is why I don't play FC. And I get it, guys. I know that the run I've been on doesn't always happen where I've been beating these rats that do this shit. But you can get to a level where you can beat them. And right now, as bad as it sounds, that's all we can ask for. You know what I mean? Now, you guys are honest with me. And you know, like, I try to be honest. I know I'm harsh on these players. But am I wrong with anything I was saying there? For one, watching your fucking replays on goals like that, I never do that. I actually wish they would do one replay on every goal, but for the good goals. For shit goals, I personally, even against whoever, boom, that was trash. Boom, that was... These losers watch the worst goals. They want to watch the worst. So that's one of the biggest tells. Like, I know some people, if you're not looking at the context, could say, oh, you're going to judge a guy by watching a goal back. Bro, if there's a clear glitch player, it's like not football. The etiquette is always skip the highlight. So you can tell a lot from that, right? And then you don't have to play. Like, there's some good football to play, but this dude parked the bus, relied on total... I mean, bro, this dude is a terrible player. So whenever I make fun of these players and say, bro, you're Division 3 playing like that. You see the difference? You can be a Division 7 player and have all my respect. Division 10 player even and have all my respect. If you're playing football and you're just working to get better, but you're playing football, I don't give a shit if you're Division 8, 9, 10. You're better than these Division 3, Division 2 elite division players that are playing like trash cans. But if you're a rat piece of shit like this, Yassian 99, okay, and all you're in is Division 3, where after 2 months gone, I come back and you're using all this bullshit and you're still only in Division 3, that's why I say you're a low division loser. Because these guys who play like this, if you're playing football, you're playing football. That's all that matters. Whatever your skill level, enjoy football. But if you're going to be a rat cheat, you better get to the elite division. Bottom line, you better get to the elite division. because playing like this. So let's go back and watch this. First of all, just so you want to see how bad I whooped this dude's ass. I already know without even looking, but let's check. So he's expected to score 2.8, another telltale sign. I was expected to score 5. I scored 5, which I think that should have been 6 or 7. I missed a couple. That one miss from Del Piero, and there's one from, I think, Havertz. I know. I can't wait to go back and watch those highlights. What in the fuck? I hope it goes back far enough to see. That was complete dog shit. So, let's go back. So, okay. Perfect. Highlighter. All right. So, we'll go all the way to the beginning. All right. Start with the second minute goal. I gave him props here. Now, these quick through balls, it is what it is. And when you play a super high line like me, then you're going to see why I do play my super high line as well. So watch. So he's got the ball in his wing. He's going to play central striker, and he already sent that player on a run. Textbook play, right? With especially playing in a 4-4-2. In a 4-4-1-1, you could send your cam. You don't have a second striker to send, but you could send your cam. But basically, he sent this near player and then played the through ball. I should have recognized it and followed it with Van de Ven, and I didn't. So check it out. Boom. Boom. See what I'm saying? Should have followed that with Van de Ven. Good play. And then I should have moved my goalie a bit to the left, although he could have cut me on the inside. Fair enough, though. Fair enough. Okay, so that's 1-0. 2-0. I think this is where we start getting ratty, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Boom. Look at my two backs, by the way. What the fuck are they doing? Damn, I'm sweating. I started yelling and shit. It's fucking late here. Boom. Okay, to feet. Look at my two center backs. What the fuck are they doing? Kissing each other? Romagnolia? Okay. Probably my fault. I'm probably controlling one here. Yeah, I'm controlling Van de Ven there. But look at this. Problem that I see here is there's two defenders there. The AI would not just be standing there. What, you know what I mean? Like, dude, the way these players can fidget dribble, I should have done better, but at the same time, it's like, bro, I need a little help from my AI. A little, like, that's football games. Any team game works to work right. Otherwise, bro, how do I, you know what I mean? Like, look at the two players. Look at Hamsik, box to box, and Davies. Bro, you got to help out more there. Think about in real life. Coach would be ripping Davies right now to shreds. Look at this. Coach would be ripping Davies to shreds. I get it. I pulled Van de Ven, my left center back, away from his typical marker. He should have been on that run. But there's two guys there, bro. Get your marks. So whatever. Live and learn. Forgive, forget, move on. Don't forgive, never forget, I should say. Then it almost was 3-0. Look. So this is good football. I'm not... Remember, I gave him props here. Boom, boom. Good football. I got lucky not to give up there. Right? No problem with any of that. Then here's my first goal. Now, in between that, he was getting lucky. I should have scored a couple, but here's my first goal. Havertz makes the run outside. My cam, Del Piero. Slick on the ball, by the way. Look at that beautiful touch. This touch right here is golden. Look at this. It's this little, like, stutter step. Watch this. This right here. This right here. Where he acts like he's going to receive it and then touches it. You have to watch it in fast motion. Watch. Boom. See how he, like, was leaned back like he was going to receive it and turn back, and then he went forward? That was sick. Boom. It's like right there. Right there. See how he's acting like he's going to, like, turn it backwards, and then boom, he shifts it forwards. That is sick. Little stuff like that is awesome. One more time. Watch his little movement where he's leaned back like he's going to turn it back maybe and try finesse. And he does have finesse plus. And look what he does instead. Boom. Leaning back. I mean, that was sick. Sucks Hamsik didn't score right at the bat. By the way, what a volley here. Beautiful volley. Goalie gets lucky, but then we'll take the rebound there. So little details like that. Look at that. Oh my God, that little, let's call it a stutter step, right? Boom, nice volley. Nice save, to be honest. Like, FC does have a lot of details like that where you got to give credit. So now we're down by a goal. Assist from Del Piero, who's already came in. First game, goal and assist. This one, he got us an assist to get back in. Let's see his goal. Wait. I was down. Why does it say 2-3? Look at this. I'm down 2-1. Oh, this is for me to go up 2-3, but look, it says both. So then he scores 2. Wait, what? It's the same play. Whatever, they're showing it twice. It doesn't show my tying goal? Hold on. I think they messed up and missed my tying goal. Let's see. Let me see if I remember. Yeah, this is to go up 3-2. Look at Del Piero here. We're working the ball around. Look at this, though. Oh, my God. The feet. The feet are so quick. But wait, what was my tying goal? Do you guys remember? So he goes up 2-0 there. Con saves. 2-1 was this one. Hamsik. That, I thought maybe... No, this was the tying goal, maybe. They showed my... my tying goal twice. I don't know, but whatever. So either way, we tie it. How did they skip that goal? What was it, guys? Do you remember? I think it was Havertz, like a low shot to the corner or something. Well, they fucked that up. But then either way, I tie it. Then I go up 3-2. And then here's where he ties it one of the times. Oh my good God, what was this? What was the defense doing? What was that? Look at my center back. I'm controlling Ramirez. I go to mark out the pass. Bro, there's no way. Why would this be the defense? Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. I mean, you can't really blame him there, though. So then I go up 4-3. Well done by Hamsik. Beautiful finish. So this is Hamsik. Beautiful work there. By the way, I'm controlling Hamsik. This is why I like the high line too. Forced mistakes. Terrible pass. Did this dumbass, hold on. He put that in the air, bro. Why did he do that? Oh, he was clearing it. I think I made that pass in and he was clearing it, but he screwed his teammate over like, here, deal with this. Then if you watch here, this is where I'm player locking right now. I'm looking at the gap like he did, which I'm guessing maybe he player locked to move that player a little over. I don't know, but look. I'm looking gap. Once he sees that, boom, and I sell him there. Look what I do. I get my shoulder in on him. Perfectly timed pass. This is where FC is amazing. Now, if I feel like you got to get rid of player lock, but if they do, they got to have stuff like this being automatically done where players are like, oh, they see this hole, then they sell the defender and they can switch, right? Because if not, the attacker is going to, a good skilled defender is going to mark this out. So then it's like, okay, limit player lock. Let's say you can player lock, but they keep it tighter. Like you can only do it for 5 seconds, or you can make a quick little cut one way, fake it, and go the other. Like, you know what I mean? You don't want it to be where you can player lock and run a player in circles for 10 minutes. You know what I mean? But this is a good, in my opinion, you tell me if I'm wrong, player lock, because this is where it should be able to, like, do these quick little feints. Because this is what the AI is missing. So it's just a little fake, like I'm going in the hole, in the gap, go near post, finish. All right. Now this is where it starts getting fucked up. 3-4. This is where he ties it. Wait, no. This one, to get the ball, was bullshit. If I'm not mistaken, he had 2 in a row. I'm up 3-2. I work the ball back. So it wasn't the goal here, but he's parking the bus. I have the ball for like 5 minutes right outside his 18. And he's got his whole team in the box. So I work it back around. And somewhere along the line, my Davies just glitches out and the ball goes through. Of course, they didn't show it, but that was leading to this goal. Then I come and score this and take the lead after he just fucked me. Okay? So now I'm happy as shit. It's the 85th minute. Then I have the ball again, and I remember I quote, I have no problem wasting time now with the way this cocksucker's playing. I'm working the ball. I have a routine pass, and it just blatantly just goes to, like, it had made no sense how he got this ball here. Let's see if it shows it. It did. Okay. All right, so I want you to remember, who has the ball here? I think it went from my... So I'm working the ball. Remember, this is right after I have the ball. I'm near midfield. I have wide open spaces. I mean, I have players everywhere. It's not like he's man-marking me anywhere. And I forgot who it was. Do you guys remember? Who looks like they just made a pass there? I can't remember who it was, but it was like, how in the fuck did he get this ball? It was complete bullshit. The same way I'm passing the ball around him, out of nowhere, my Davies just glitches out. Like he turned to a ghost, my opponent gets it, and then they end up scoring. But it's like, how do these random plays? And it's just weird to me, bro. And it's always against these same types. So now, once again, boom. Now, instead of having the ball near midfield, building it up, where he doesn't... Notice he hasn't, like, earned the ball back, if you get what I'm saying. He hasn't, like, done any good defensive play like my Homsick stealing the ball. It's always shit like this. Like, it wasn't even a hard pass or anything. I forgot who exactly did it. Might have been Vandeven and Homsick. I can't remember. And it's not like, oh, he has 60 passing. Guys, Vandeven has, like, 50 scoring. He still scored that open shot. Oh, they missed the Vandeven goal. Vandeven tied it 2-2. They skipped my Vandeven goal, bro. Remember? It was 2-1. Vandeven hit that finesse shot. They skipped the beautiful Vandeven goal, these assholes. I just remembered that. That's the goal they missed at 2-2. They did a double highlight on Del Piero's sick goal to go up 3-2. All right. So he wins the ball. Now I'm in a bad position. I'm getting countered when I never should have. And then look what he does. It's just this simple set play. And I can't fault him for these quick little plays. But he should have never been in this position to get this. Right? Boom. Boom, boom. Off the bar and in. He almost fucked that up, which is hilarious to me. Who scored that? Who was that? Sophia Wilson. She's a beast, though. He had a beastly team, I'll tell you that. And then the game winner, bro. And right when you thought it was over, right? Right when you thought it was over. First of all, Marie Jose shows why she's a beast, whether she's striker or winger. She's just a little 5'2", similar to Claudia Pena, but better on the ball. She's got 80 defense. She's got good strength to her. So she'll track back and be a demon on defense too. But look at this. He's thinking, I'm going to run her right off the ball, right? You know he's thinking that. So instead of forgetting about the ball for a second and beelining it towards, he should have beelined it more towards the goal and gave her more respect. Instead, he's looking at it like, oh, I got my giant on her. I'm just going to push her off the ball. We'll watch what happens instead. He gets out-muscled. See what I'm saying? You got to know FC, bro. You got to know FC, and everyone underestimates her. She's a beast, bro. I gave her a huge defensive boost. So, like, sometimes when she's playing wide playmaker instead of inside forward, I like it, too, because she'll trek back for a little bit and help Homsick, and she's a monster. So she pushes off. I think that's... Bro, is that Theo Hernandez on the right side? Looking like a giant because she's so small? Let's check. See if we can see his name. Bro, that's gotta be, right? Hold on. That's Theo, right? Theo. He's got Theo on the right side, probably like how I have my Mindy where he evoed him. Probably an evo, but look at this. He gets smoked. Theo Hernandez gets smoked by Marie Jose. And then watch this. So you got, remember, the marking on these cutbacks is way better this year, bro. These used to be automatic. And look at his marking is good, which is also funny because it's like, use this type of marking for the rest of the damn games. So you see some of those stupid plays where it's like, yes, the user has to make the tackle, but the AI should not be marking like their 5th grade team. They should be marking like some of the best players in the world because they're supposed to be some of the best players in the world. So look, they're all well marked, but Big Del P has that angle, and I see it. Look, he's on the near side. That's the biggest thing. Havertz too, though. Havertz was a thought, but I was worried about that block from his big boy, whoever that might be. Is that Militao or I don't know who that is. So I do the double pass, the double triangle, which is so deadly. As stupid as it is, like, because you don't want to play your teammate with the ball in there. Every once in a while, maybe you're chipped through balling or something like that, like just a little dink in the air. But for the most part, so like on this play, this is a good pass. But typically speaking, like how in the middle of the pitch, you can double X or double triangle and it helps bounce. The bounce helps, like the defender can't get the ball. That's silly. This is actually a good play for it. Boom. She actually went right foot, which is crazy there. That's a left-footed ball, but whatever. Oh, when he goes behind her, that's hilarious. And drives it right in the corner. So let's watch it fast. Theo, right here, bro. Look, right here. He should already be beelining it towards the box, not towards my player, and he could have prevented this. That's a lack of skill, lack of understanding of defense. He should have went towards the box. Towards the box. Cut off over there. You can catch up with me later. Instead, he sees a little tiny chick winger, and he's like, oh, I'll knock her out the ball. Not happening. Then look at Del Piero on the inside. Look at that. Oh, my God, dude. This is it right here. This Del Piero run with the high attacking awareness. Watch. As I make this pass, look. He doesn't keep running. Look what he does. Stops. Boom. Did the ball go through him? Hold on. Did the ball go through him? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. FC type of goal. It ruins it all right there. Oh, my God, dude. I gotta call it out. That's bullshit. Look at this. Look at this. Del Piero, he's a ghost. That's hilarious. See, they gotta fix that, bro. Imagine like playing FC Pro or something for hundreds of thousands. So everything up to this point is fine. So watch. Terrible move by the defender. Oh, let me hide this. What up, Big Phil? I'm glad you're in here, bro. Look at this. Made a dumb move trying to beast my Mari Jose. She holds him off. Alright, so that's good. That's realistic. You know, he tries to grab her and pull me down for a penalty. He misses that. I missed that part. Hey, and that might even be a little SA going on right there, bro. I mean, come on, bro. Alright. Then he's got, I don't know what defender that is, but look. Look at my Havertz. I was eyeing Havertz, but his center back was in the way, I felt. So then I see Del Piero on the near side. Once I saw him, now I had no idea he was going to go behind her. That's pure Del Piero's offensive awareness, offensive instincts. I'm thinking in front of her, left-footed to the far post. And he's got 5-star weak foot, so that's fine. Now this, I also didn't expect. The right-footed pass. That makes it look a little more unrealistic. Now look, this is hilarious. Now I get it, man. When connection's bad, really what that's supposed to be is like he's stopping, and they should have made him take like a little stutter step backwards, and then it would have been fine. But instead, his foot lines up, and the ball goes right through his midsection. So if you're going to do an animation there, you got to have him take a step back. right? Look at that. Ball goes right. Look, it's disappeared. Look right here. The ball's gone. He ate the ball here. Look, I'll show you. Look, the ball's in his stomach, and it comes out. Bleh. But really, all it was they should have had him take a stutter step back, and then it would have been a good play. Right into the corner. So really, it was a great play. It's just, look, if he stops right here, stop. Boom. You see what I'm saying? So I see what the animation is, and the beautiful thing is where you got to give credit. Like, yeah, they glitched through him, and it's like, look at this, bro. But the animation they did there is where, like, a player, instead of running forward and hitting it near post, they stop early, the defender runs by him, and then they go back. Oh, crap, that was my promotion game, too. Oh, nice. That's even more fitting to beat these little shitheads. There we go. Didn't take us too long either. Three, 4 days, whatever it is. Not bad. Down 2-0. Go up 3-2. Then it's 3-3. Then 4-3 me. Then 4-4. And then and then we beat them in the last 8. The only reason that game's that's even more satisfying is those last 2 weird ass glitchy plays, bro. Now, the asshole celebrates that whole goal, especially that really shitty one, and then constantly is getting those plays. I have a hard time believing that's a coincidence. I could be wrong, bro, but it's like that player, everything about that game and how that player was playing is like the shit we're talking about. That's why it will be interesting. I wish we saw the next couple videos, like if we could watch those right now of Boris's journey, because I feel like as he hits Ruby and all that, like what he has coming up from now on, bro, he's in for a rude awakening. He struggled. Like if you look at my record at the where he's at compared to his, he's struggling. And it's like in FC, you start learning how to deal with this ratty shit, as bad as it sucks, where you have to even worry about it. It makes a difference. So maybe he'll learn and it will be better, you know. But I think he's going to quickly realize that UFL ain't worth it. We'll see, though. Where was the part where he talked about, was it during a stream, Blue Lock, where he talks about Pantera? You said him, they got linked up or something? Turns in 13 hours. Great warm-up games because these get ruthless, as you know. Rivals. Look how cutthroat it is, too. You get 2 tries. You only get 2 tries. So if you lose, you get 1 extra shot. And then you go back down. That's pretty cutthroat. I love it. Oh, where am I at? Oh, I got an evolution. That makes it even better. I get to pick. Hold on. Let's see what we got. All right, so I get them both. I get them both. Let's see what we got, guys. See, evolutions to glory. This is what it's all about. Oh, I got even more rewards. Wait, where are they? I'm lost. Okay, no, I don't have any more. Do I? No, I don't. Next is 12 times 83 plus 500 away. Let me use the restroom and then we're going to go check out these evolutions. What does it do? Just give you trickster? Inside forward plus plus. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh no. Maria Jose can't get it because she's an 88. No, Mari. 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 She needs it. Mari. Oh, Mari. Damn, boy. Alright, so hold on. Do I give it to Javi, who's another good player? But she's already got winger, but she didn't have inside forward. And then, man, but her shooting's not as good. Then I have Xavi, who I always feel bad about not starting. But Del Piero's just better. Could he take Maria Jose? Maria Jose is so good, though, man. She's got finesse plus. He's only got inside forward plus. Davies and Mindy, I turned him into a beast already. Mari. Damn, out of these, who do I go with? Dude, honestly, Javi's looking better than Xavi. Xavi is a cam, bro. Let's be honest. Xavi Simons. I'm calling him Xavi. Xavi Simons is a cam, bro. This is an absolute 86, 83. I think I gotta go Javi here for this. Because Xavi Simons, they both. Xavi Simons, he has the passing though. Yeah, he's a cam. Add trickster. Although, even if I use him as a cam, he's got 5-star skill moves. So if you add trickster to that, what does Javi have? 4-star skill moves. But inside forward can make her a beast. What else? She gets them all plus plus. I'm going Javi. I'm going Javi on this. And on the right side, Hansen closes it down. So damn, it's a little. Man, why they shouldn't have limited it to the ratings like that. Like, they have to know people have players above that. Like, this would have been awesome to add to. Adding Trickster to Gwen would be crazy. Adding Trickster to Gwen would be crazy, bro. Somehow she turns to a beast winger. But it don't make no sense to add it to her. What if I eventually get Jairzinho up there, though? I'm going to give it to Jairzinho because he could eventually get a sick, like... Or if not, just using him in the cups. And then I got this, Javi could end up helping if she passes up, you know, Mari Jose or Mari goes to striker, Havertz to Cam. Although Del Piero's such a beast. Bro, Del Piero has been such a good player. This Giuliano as a as a CM box to box is looking gnarly, bro. Look at this. Look at these play styles. Every passing play style, bro. Plus ping plus. Passing 87. If I get her defense up, she's close. And then I got Del Piero to match her with the Italian. You put Javi out there. And then there's that other one, that Greggy that I like. That Greggy's a good CM too that I got to start looking at maybe. It makes these fun. And then I have another Italian in Romagnoli. So I could easily add those women's players. And use the restroom. I'll be right back. But we got options, boys. That's the beauty of it. See, and that's why I like goals, is because as you upgraded players within your team like change ranks, just like in real football where you have the younger players and they get better and better, and it's like these Evos add that element to it. You know what I mean? It's pretty badass. I know. I had a big win. I said, I'm like, I'm going to get kicked out. Right. Brushing my teeth. Sorry, guys. All right. I want to show you. Oh, this is what I want to show you, Simple, if you're still in here. Look who I got for a potential Evo. If he's still in here. I don't have him. I had a Mega. Must have used them. Alright. I wonder if I could find that thing where old boy went off on the dude. I feel like checking out some content and stuff right now. Like, let's see. And I also might even do one of these packs. I've been thinking about doing one of these just for like one time, just to see just the best odds one. Promo packs. But what's the best odds on these, guys? Do you know? Just one. Let's see the pack probabilities. Team of the year is 1.3. So this one, dynamic duo, 84 or higher, 2 guaranteed to be 87 or higher. Untradeable. 2 guaranteed to be 88 or higher. So that's $10. This is a $20 one. One less player instead of 87 or higher. It's 2 guaranteed to be 88 or higher. $3% team of the year. 3% for $20. Another untradeable. 4 of 10, 1. You get one pick. Wait. You pick 4 of 10 rated 86 or higher. 4 of 10, 86 or higher. What's the percentage here? 2.6% team of the year. Less than one team of the year icon. This one was 3% less than one. 2.6% less than one. So this is still better by just a bit. Time of the year player pick. Look how they screwed that up. Time of the year. So it looks like you're saying team of the year. It's time of the year. So that's $32 for that alone. $32 for each of those picks. Okay, and then you have one more tradable. Terrific trifecta. What's this one? 11, 84 or higher, 3 guaranteed to be 86 or higher. That's tradable, but let's look at the values. 1.2%. They go down, but that's tradable, and that's $15 for that pack. So 15, so $27 for this right here. $27 for this right here. This would be $35 for the little bit higher percentage. Okay? So that's those. And let's go to the promos. Step ahead pack. You got 25 rares, 84 hour, 5 guaranteed, 82 pace, blah, 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 blah. Let's see the probabilities here. Team of the year, 2.9 team of the year. Okay? So that's $15 for that. So what does this one read? 25, rated 84 or higher, but 5 of them will have 82 plus pace, 5 guaranteed to have 82 plus shooting, and 5 guaranteed to have 82 plus defense. Okay. Untradeable. Untradeable hero for 20. Dude, no, that's a joke. So that pack sucks. Halftime hybrid midfielders pack. Less than one, so that one sucks. $1.5. So what's this one rate? Rate 84 or higher. Just 10, 85 or higher. Okay. Hybrid attackers. So once that one's a joke. This one maybe. This one's a joke. Hybrid defenders. So we know that one's going to be bad too. You have less than one. So really you got on promo packs, you got this one. That's 3% chance, basically. Okay. Then you have this global limits one, 3% chance, and that's what, $15. Then this global limit. $1.3 for 10. 1.3% chance for 10. $1.3%, 3% chance for 20. 3% chance for 20. That's your highest percentage. 3% chance for 20. $2.6% chance for 12. $12 for 2.6 or 3. What was that? 2.6. And that's a untradeable. Then the tradable one, this is your best tradable chance. And it's 1.2. 1.2, and that's for a $15 for tradables though. Tradables, it goes down to 1.2. So you have double that chance here, but it's untradeable. So that's $12. So this would be $32 for these two. What was this 3% chance one? 1.3% chance. This tradable one, it's 1 point something percent, I think. Less than 1, okay. This $20 one's your best, very best bet at 3%. All the Team of the Year icons are less than 1%. Okay. So 9 is fine. This is the 88 or higher. So that's your best. Followed closely by this. But here's the thing. Community limit. But this $12 one. Bro, 2.6% chance. 3%. Team of the Year. 3%. You're looking at 0.4% difference. And these are 250. These are $12. So for 24, you get 2 of these as opposed to 1 of these. You know what I mean? And it's 1 rare gold player. Pick 4 of 10. Pick 4 of 10 rated 86 or higher. 4 of 10. So you get 4. You only get 8 players total though for $24. And this one, each one you get 18. So 8, 18. So you get 10 extra players. They're untradeable. So you have a higher percent chance here in the 2. 8 players, 18 players. You see what I'm saying? See the difference? 8 players, but it's that 2.6% chance versus only a little bit higher, 3% here. But 2 of these packs would be $40. 2 of these packs are 24. And then this one goes down because and then of course there's this promo one. This 1500 gives you 2.9. So this is next closest. That's $15 for that one. So I would almost say you do 30. You almost would want to do 2 of these if you can. Yeah, 2 of these. Or 1 of these and 1 of the other ones. I don't know about this one for 20. The other one's just 0.1% lower. This one's 0.4%. So you can either go 35. So let's take a look at what they got for points. Oh, I let my thing expire, by the way, which is hilarious, and I shouldn't have because I could get a discount. It's not much of a discount, by the way, and I don't know if I'm going to keep playing FC. If I do, I'll get EA Play again. But I let that expire. Let me go look at that real quick, how that would work. See if I even want to promote this at all. Marathon Deluxe Edition. Collections, deals. Hopefully I don't mess up and show you guys my credit card numbers. $121. Is that what's today? Oh, it expired yesterday. Huh. It expired yesterday, so 1 month. So $6 a month. But that'd be an extra 6, so I won't save that now. If this is the only time I'm really spending money, then it's not worth it. I think you get like a couple dollars off or $1 or something. I forgot exactly. Okay, so at the store, so let me go see points. This is where I make my decision. So a 25er would give me what? 2,800 points. 28 for 20. 25 bucks, 2,800 points. 2,800. So I could go this one here. 2,800. So that'll leave me 16. And then that one. And then this one. So I do the 2.9er. The 2.9er and I get 25 players. And then I would do the this one. $20, $35. $7, 5. 2,800. I need 35. 700 more. 7 more bucks. 32 bucks or 25. So I think I'm going to do it. 25 bucks, 2 packs. Let's do it, guys. Let's just see. Let me pull up this screen.
When a shopping cart smashed my headlight, we worried we'd have to fight to get paid for such a small claim.
And life would revolve around the shopping cart.
EA Sports dropped something I absolutely hate, but it's absolutely something that I need. And you're looking at my team, and it looks a little bit different. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Double A9 Skills. Welcome back to the Road for Champions RTG edition. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Now, Seger is officially gone. Why did I do it? Because I saw something, I panicked, I sold her. And the thing is, I sold her at a price where she's actually higher right now. I sold her last night at $733. On the market right now, she's at $750. So that kind of sucks. But with that being said, why did I sell her? Guys, I never really like to bring spoilers to my videos, but you guys have probably seen the Cristiano Ronaldo and the Messi, right? So if you haven't seen it, it's gonna look like this. You're gonna be able to do an SBC, I'm hearing, and I guess you're gonna be able to pick between Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. You're gonna be able to pick one or the other, which means I knew that this was probably gonna cost somewhere around like 1 million to 2 million coins. So I decided to sell Seger. That way your boy would be able to have fodder to be able to complete this SBC at some point. And as you guys can tell, I'm probably gonna end up going with Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's not because I think Cristiano Ronaldo is better than Messi. It's simply because I have a 88 rated Messi that I evolutioned, right? So I evolutioned a Messi where, yes, that Messi's better because he comes with finesse shot. But also, lads, remember that my season pass is almost done and I'll be able to add finesse shot onto this.
Add finesse shot onto that Messi. Of Messi and Ronaldo. Okay, here we go, guys. So we're going to go 15 and then we're going to go 12. And then we'll have 100 left over. We'll do whatever with that. So, which one do we want to go first? Let's go with, this one's got 24,000 left. This one's got, there's no expiration. I can do 8. So 15 and 30. Do Do I want to spend $2 extra and go with 2 of these? For the extra 0.3%. And I would get 50 players. All 84 or higher. 5 guaranteed in all these. Do I want to go 3 extra and do that? And go from the 28 to the... Might as well. Because then it's an even 30. I can go spend $2 and get that. Or do I want to go... And this would be 35. $7 there. So I would need... 700, 3,300. Yeah, so then I just do 2 extra there. And then I say just for the hell of it, I go with 2 of these. 50 players, 84 or higher is better than 4 players, 86 or higher. Just by sheer volume. 25 or 4. 25 or 4, yeah. So we go with 2 of these. And they have the second highest probability too. By 0.1. The only one higher is that 11 player one, and it's only 0.1% higher. .1% higher. So we go with these. We go with 2 of these. All right. I'll let you guys watch AA9 for another second while he talks about this.
Messi if I wanted that already. So I don't see the point of taking that Messi when I have this Messi, but I don't have a Ronaldo, so I'll probably be able to take CR7. And CR7 comes with rapid and finesse shot is what it's looking like. So I'll probably take him as long as he has incisive passing, because remember, without incisive passing, it's very hard to play this game from the striker position. My starting 11 still does not have Pina in it, which is amazing, but I did see something I want to talk to you guys about. The recent pro tournament just went down the last couple days, and they started naming what players were used in each position. Paredes and Camavinga were the most used left back in that event. All right, Camavinga or Paredes. All right, I like Van Aanholt. I'm gonna stay with that. Then it was the center back was Ta. Ta was the second one. I think Stam was the first one, or Stam was in there. And King was like number 3 or number 4. Everyone is using King. And it's because of that intercept plus. And if I'm being honest with you, I'm in the market for a center back. But how this center back was getting used, it really made me think I should try King for a while. Because I only have 18 games of King.
So he has an 85 Van de Ven. Check out my Van de Ven's better than his. Boys, my Vandy's better than yours, boy. My Vandy's better than yours, boy. I have that 87 Vandy, boy. Then I went Bruiser Plus with Intercept Regular, as opposed to Dante with Intercept Plus Bruiser Regular. Should I switch it? That's the question. I mean, damn, bro. There's no way. I mean, I could go both and test it out. I got all these lefties, man. Dude, what do you guys think, man? Why fix something that's not broken, though? These guys have been beasting. Although it's hard to not go with... Yeah, the Bruiser Plus is just too sick. Oof. I got so many 6 center back. I'm going 5 back. That's it. I need to play all 3. Do I put Dante, dude? You gotta almost go Dante and Romagnoli, don't I? I gotta bench Van de Ven, maybe. But Van de Ven's too good, bro. I can't do it. He's got both, but just not on... Oh, he doesn't have Bruiser. Romagnoli or Dante. Romagnoli or Dante. Son of a biscuit. I'm keeping Romagnoli for now. And we might keep him on rotation. But wow, I have game-ending center backs. Game-ending, dude. I love this team. And now I'm probably going to have a team of the year, right? Let's find out. Okay, so here's what we got, guys. I spent it so you didn't have to. This is $30 right here. Okay? $30. And this is what I'm buying. 2 of these at 2.9% probability. The highest is 3%. Now the difference is great though. I'm going to get a total of, out of 2 of these packs for $30, 50 players 84 or higher, 5 guaranteed with all this. 82 plus pace, then another 5 82 plus shooting, another 5 82 plus defense. Okay, the only one this is 3%, and it's 9 players 85 or higher, so 1 higher for 9 instead of 25, by the way, and only 2 88 or higher. I have a feeling out of my 25 I can get 2 88 or higher. Then this one is way under, right? But it's 1,200. Where'd it go? There. 10 players. All 86 or higher, so that's good. Only 4 though. You pick 4 out of 10, only going to be 86 or higher. That's way too little. I can get 4 86 or higher out of these packs, I believe. And the highest odds. So for $30, that's where I'm at. Now, let's go get them. First pack. 250,000 coins worth. 1,500 FC points. Step ahead pack. Here we go. No blues in the first one. That 3% was not enough. This is what we get. Now the shitty part about this, let's see what this second highest one rating is. Ouch. Ouch. No higher than 87. That new Lavelle, by the way, if you can fit a women's CM, she's a beast of a CM. That new Lavelle SBC looks pretty dirty. So 2 team of the weeks. Oh my god. Very poor pack. Very poor. Now this will be great for SBCs, for like, you know, boosting SBCs. I guess you would call them. Upgrade SBCs is what they call them. By the way, I like these kits here. Kosovo. Mallorca kits looking sick. I might check those Mallorca kits out. Very shitty. Oh, Gioro. I forgot about my girl Gioro. But she doesn't have the box-to-box. Gioro's a beast, though. That could be a potential. If I can get her box-to-box, that could be another potential monster of a Evo. Gioro's a beast on the pitch. She's a female Conte. Okay. So $15, definitely worth it for fodder. You can't say that wasn't. Like, if that's a steal of a deal. But if we're looking for strictly team of the year, we weren't even close. Not even any 88s or anything. So it makes you wonder, right, as the game freezes, do we do a second one of those or not? I think we do, though. I think we do. Because the other one's 6%, 2.6% chance, and then a 2.whatever% chance. 2.9% chance, and then 2.6. That one's 3% chance. I think we do another one of those. That's what I'm feeling. Then we have 2 new ones coming in 11 hours. Hanson, the female, obviously, and then you got Hanson, and the ones out right now are right here. Hanson, and then I think the other one was Rafinha, coming in 11 hours. I could be wrong. I need to go to the news, I think. Well, that ain't telling me nothing. Oh, that's an Evo. This is what it takes you to? I thought it would take me to, like, show me the team of players, but it's not. So I think I do one more of those guys and see what kind of fodder. We're going to have a good amount of fodder for sure, but can 2 of these get you a team of the year? It's not a global limit. Or for 5 more, I do one of these. And that would be a total of $35. 9 players. 31,000 limit. But I'm lowering my odds. No, wait. It went up. Oh, no. I raised it by 0.1%. Every player. 9 players, 85 or higher. 25, 84 or higher. 2 guaranteed to be 88 or higher. I got 0 in the last pack, 88 or higher. I think I got to go with one more. I had a poor pack here. I think we got to go one more here. What do you guys think? I think we do it. Let's just do it. Come on, let's get it done with. Blue? No blues. No blues and our life's over. I got an 88 though. That's Lua. No blues. No blues. No blues. No blues. Kanjinga. Yeah. Damn, that could be a good little Evo, though. No blues. Wonder how many it would take me to open to get blues. But I got my 2 88s. I mean, we are set for fodder there. $30. And I just got a ridiculous amount of fodder. Was it still worth it? Yes. But there you go. And I didn't screw up my integrity of my Evo to glory. And I'm stopping there. I'm not letting this take any more of my money. That was it. Way lower than... Way lower than if I were to play any other game. You have to say that. Except for goals, because we don't know exactly what they're doing. If you notice, I put the new thing about goals with their new system, and they had like a... they had a... What do you call that? A new currency in the corner. It said C. Right? They had points, and then they had, I guess C would be the coins. I don't know exactly. Man, it's so tempting, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stop there. I'm not going to do it. Because it's January. We still have so much time. There's going to be so many different players. I mean, it is really good fodder. $15 more for that type of fodder is not bad. When you look at the upgrades. So let me give you an example. 10 times 83 plus, or did I do those already? I did those ones already. Interesting. I did those ones already? Plus... Three common golds. And then you can turn that into one of 380 plus. So check this out, guys. I just realized this. I haven't even been fully utilizing my upgrades. Watch this. First of all, Let's go to... I usually haven't been doing these, but I could do them now. Just because you never know. So $30 that type of fodder. I haven't been doing the Team of the Year challenges at all. These marquees. Squad builder. Quality gold. Go low to high. And go Premier League. Clubs, I can only have 5. So Man U, Liverpool, Arsenal. Is there Arsenal? Yep. Forest player, no. Boom. Liverpool, West Ham. And I have a Crystal Palace in there. Aston Villa is in there. Yep. Another. Oh, Arsenal or Tottenham. Arsenal plus Man U players 2. Arsenal. So I have Arsenal, Crystal Palace, Man City, Aston, Newcastle, Liverpool. So 7, I need 5 gone. So I could go like this and like this. And then 24, okay. So we're okay there. Perfect. So now I just need 2 players and then we're good. I can put anybody in here. Doesn't say minimum. 77, rating 77. Squad builder. Silver. Oh, clubs. Okay, hold on. So now, Aston Villa player. Arsenal player. Here, I'll do another Aston Villa. Lower rated. Boom. Get some coins out of that. Boom. Get that done. Nothing there. Dude, I'll keep the fodder. I'll quick sell those ones, keep this. And if you're wondering why I don't care about coins, I would never quick sell. Normally, I would sell them even for the cheapest because that's how you keep your coins going up. Okay, so now we go this. Squad builder. Any. What's the name of league? Alright. And then low to high. And then quality. Wait, it's low to high, so I don't have to really do anything there. Low to high. Boom. 84s and 83s. What's the 22? So get rid of you. Silver, go any. Boom. 82s and 83s, I'm not worried about getting rid of those. Alright, so that's done. What the fuck? What the fuck's wrong with this game, bro? Oh my god, I could have had some of these. I'm putting another $100 in. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. Alright, so then we go to marquee matchups. It's been nice not going the traditional path like coins, must get them. What the fuck? Total chemistry 22. What the hell? It totally switched what it looks like. What the fuck? That's so interesting. Whatever. Don't kick me again. Alright, so we got that. Oh my god, and then it froze. You can't make this shit up, guys. It's crazy how much this does this. The game crashes like that. EA Sports, get your shit together, bro. Everybody has these problems every year. Okay. We'll go to the store, open that second one up. We'll just open these one by one. Another decent pack. No walkouts, though, again. Tradables are always worse. Keep you, Malenko. Keep you. I'm going to keep those rares. For fodder. In Evolution's Glory, it's all about upgrading. So SBCs. Marquee matchups. Alright, same thing. Create your own. Sorry, I meant to go Squad Builder. Go Italian League. Serie A. And then I want to see the women's one. I forgot what. Okay, low to high. Voller from the Serie A. Player quality silver. So get rid of you. Get rid of you. Minimum 3 from the same country. Okay. Okay, so we have 3 Italians. We're good there. I hate how they don't show. They should show how they match. Player quality minimum silver. Another silver here. Boom. Done. A lot of 83s going into this, which kind of sucks, but we have plenty. Plenty of 83s and 84s. I'll tell you why I'm keeping the silvers here shortly. Why I didn't think about that after the first pack. We'll go through all the... Okay, and then boom. New squad builder. We get 1. Should say Liga 1 somewhere. Or is it the McDonald's? There it is. Liga 1 McDonald's. Low to high. Boom. Minimum silver. Boom. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Players from the same league, max 3. Huh. France players from the same league. Okay, max 3. Squad builder. Let's do France. Let's go Francois. Low to high. Quality gold. Let's go quality silver. Low to high. Damn, another Liga 1 player. Son of a bitch. Alright, squad builder. France, gold. Low to high. Liga 1. Okay, that ain't gonna work. Damn, so out of all these, the hardest one's going to be the worst, the lowest one, the easiest one to do. That's crazy. What other league could I do? Let me take a look real quick and see what I'm thinking here. I can go Germans. Remember that from the... Okay, Germany. Silver. What? Oh, this. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Guys, I'm an idiot. Any France. Silver, low to high. Still might not be that different. Let's see. Yeah, we're good. Boom. Perfect. Now we're talking. So rare players. I need 3 rares. That's all 3 of these will have to be. I need 2 out of these to be rare. See if I can't find a Frenchman. Frenchman keeper. I hate how the goalies are like this. It's like a glitch. Cam striker. Let's see what we got. be one. There's a Frenchman from the Bundesliga, so that's good. Alright, let's see what we got here. I need one more rare, maybe a striker. It needs to be 3 rare players. 1, 2. I thought that was a rare player. Let me see. Boom, and we're done. And then I get booted. Unbelievable, guys. What the fuck's wrong with this game? What in the hell's wrong with this game? And I'm going to have to redo all that, probably. Let's see what they... Look, it switches. Now it's a 4-4-2. What the hell's wrong with this game? It switched. So it's saying now left mid I need. The whole formation switched. What the hell is going on here, boys? If it kicks me out again, I swear to God. Okay. Marquee matchups complete. Now we go to the store. Screw it. Keep the fodder. If I get a high rated tradable, maybe, but this ain't gonna be it. Boom. Alright. Whatever. Just sell them. I don't give a shit. Okay. So now, go do these upgrades. But I'm gonna go ahead and hop off and do this. I don't want to bore you with all this shit. But basically, now I take all those gold. I'll give you an example just to show you real quick so you guys can know how to upgrade your team and build beasts. Just whenever you're bored, do this stuff, man. It's worth it. So you go, if you want rares, you can go there. But I don't care about rares. I can do this silver to 3 commons. I don't care about this to get 2 rares. I go like this, silver upgrade, squad builder, silver, boom. If you want, you could do silver commons. Squad builder, silver, or do this, silver, low to high. First I gotta clear the squad, sorry. Silver, low to high, boom. It should take the commons, yep, boom. And you just keep doing that all the way through. Take all these extra silvers. Silver low to high. all these common silvers. Boom. And turn them into golds. And then the golds, you go and you use to do the 1 of 3 80 pluses. And out of those, you'll start getting some beasts. And I'll know once I've done enough, because once I start getting into rares, then I'll go ahead and stop. Use Squad Builder, Silver Low to High. I think I'm just now going to start getting into rares. Silver Low to High. Couple rares, not bad though. It goes up to 74, so you know how much you have. Okay, Silver Low to High. That's the other way you can look when you start getting into 70s. Look at this. I'm still in the 60s, dude. Just getting tons of golds. And then out of this, you never know. It's 3 common golds. Well, yeah, never mind. You can't get... If it says 3 common, you're not going to get rares out of it. Use Squad Builder. And you just keep going, bro. And if you have time to put the time in to do this, you're eventually going to get beast players. That's how I got my team up to date. And I don't mind stuff like this, because a lot of people are like, dude, it's like, how do you expect people who can't do this all day and every day to keep up? Well, you don't need a ton of time, and you don't have to do all this. Notice the biggest way that people lose their minds is trying to get coins to like keep buying players. And I'm not doing that at all. Zero. I'm not even selling my players to max my coins out, right? I know they have the trading channels and this and that. That right there takes away a huge stress ball off your shoulders, right? If you just do these upgrades each day, silver, the daily silver, or bronze, silver, and gold, you get a ton of bronzes, ton of silvers, ton of golds. Then if I want to, guys, I can go do the bronze upgrade. Like, check this out. I can do this one to get some silvers if I really wanted to. You see what I'm saying? Sorry. Squad Builder. I got out of my Silver Low to High. And then you can still create. Now, if you want to do both and kind of save your coins and go this route, you can do that as well. I didn't hit ignore for. I'm going to do that next. So use Squad Builder, ignore position. Where is that at? Ignore position. Still not even in the 70s yet. Turning all these into golds. Gotta love it. Now we're just now getting into 70s. Probably do one more. Now I don't know how many 70s I have. Let's see. This will be interesting. Plenty. So I'll keep the rest to do the daily upgrades. So now I got God knows how many. Let's check. Should be all stacked. 15 times 3, 45 players. There's one. And I'll go and keep opening these and opening these. I won't have you guys sit through and watch, but do this. Then you take these and the pick 1 out of 3 80 players, and then or the 4 out of 10 80 plus players, and you keep doing that over and over, and then that's how you create fodder. And then you eventually get that 87, 88, 90 player, 86, 85, 84. And then boom, you got fodder, and now you go do a hero pack, an icon pack, a Messi, Ronaldo SBC. So start rocking these out, right? I got Schneider from it, Homsick. You're gonna in the gambling packs, you're gonna get the bad ones, the Cole 87. I do mark my words. I feel like eventually I'm gonna be able to get that Cole with a evolution to either be a sick right winger that bypasses Hansen, or a sick cam that bypasses like Del Piero. What I love about Del Piero, though, just while I'm opening these, his attacking AI is brilliant, dude. As a shadow striker, he makes brilliant runs. He still can operate as a number 10 with some brilliant passes. He's one of those players that's in the right place at the right time. And even though he's got like kind of that stockier body type, he feels great on the ball this year. He really does. Like his just sharp movements. Sometimes I don't like his body type. He's not like a big... He's got that explosive type, but it's almost kind of like stocky a little bit like a Rooney. And they did a good job of connecting his play style with his real-life counterpart. And whereas Xavi Simons is more like shifty, Del Piero definitely brings stuff to the table that Xavi doesn't. Just smarter. And then, I mean, that's really how it should be. You shouldn't have a... No offense, Xavi Simons is a great player, but he's no Del Piero. And it kind of shows on the pitch. So that's the kind of stuff where you got to give FC credit, because a lot of times they miss the mark on the icon players. Now, you get a player like Sissy in there, dude, she's an absolute monster. And that's maybe not fair to have Del Piero maybe lower than her. Although, when I had Sissy at the beginning of the year before the Evolutions to Glory, and I dabbled in her when I was preparing for FC Pro. Before I left for goals and I was preparing for FC Pro, Sissy was going to be my cam in my 4-2-3-1, my central cam. It was 4-2-3-1 wide. Shows you how much time has changed. And just realizing what's broken in the game and the different patches and everything. So there's that. So you saw me go take a bunch of random silver cards after doing the marquee matchups, turning them into golds. Now, go to the upgrades, and it sucks that the 4 out of 10s we can't do, but these are still there. 1 of 380 pluses. You literally go squad builder, gold, low to high, ignore position. You do that over and over, and you make sure you have 3 rares in there. No rares. Boom. Boom. Squad builder. But you can't do rares here. That's the part that sucks. High to low, but you do a max of 81. So I'll have 3 81s most likely. Boom. Ah, 81. High to low, and then they don't give me any rares. But on the companion app, you can actually do the rares. So there's easier ways to do this, obviously, but you guys get the point. So on the app, you go here, you'll choose the rares. 3 of them, that is. Give me a rare player, and then boom. And you let these stack up, and then you'll get 1 of 3. And randomly, bro, like I'm not saying this pack, but randomly you'll hit that like 88, 85, 84 player, 81, 80, so not on this one. No big deal. We get an 81 rare, we move on. But you're basically getting rid of nothing, and every like 87, 86, 80 is a win. So just keep going that route. But that's how we've gotten to where we are. To be here. No, there wasn't as much playing in this, but I'm in that weird state. Like I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying playing. I'm enjoying the menu stuff. And then I'm still just trying to really work out. It's just a weird place to be in. Because you got to think, goals comes in. I like a lot of what I see there. But then there's these remnants of FC that I really like, especially with this Evolutions to Glory. But it's a far cry. Like when you play a game against a good player and you get beat, I swear it's still a better feeling than playing against like a rat like I just did and beating them. While it's a satisfying feeling, the football's not as good. So when you lose to a good player that's playing football, right, and you're like, damn, you can aspire to get there, and you start working on things to get better, and you work on improving your team and so on and so forth, right? It's that's still a better feeling losing in those scenarios, in my opinion, than winning with shit, right? Or, well, I didn't win with shit, but winning against a player who played like shit but was still able to stay in a game. And another day, that type of low skill player, even though he was much worse, terrible at football, could have won. So it gives you kind of a shittier feeling, man. It doesn't really... That's the part that I don't like. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm going to keep moving forward, though. I am having enough fun to keep this going. I know my community isn't... FC's not their favorite thing, but hopefully, like this version of the way I'm attacking the game, and hopefully EA Sports even keeps coming with stuff that's interesting to watch. That can maybe win some of the UFL and eFootball guys over, even if it's just something to follow along with if they don't want to play themselves. So we'll see what happens with the other football games as we go. But yeah, I just wanted to share. That's how I got my team to where they are, and I'm super proud of this team. It's not your same meta stamped team. I know I'm still playing a 4-4-1-1, but I got my own superstars, right? Not that like Hansen's not a well-known beast and Van de Ven them, but these are players that like even just having this 87, and a lot of players have the 85 Van de Ven. Like I took my own path with these guys, while getting to use some incredible players, both legendary, right, and current day. It's just, you got to give credit where it's due. So that part's cool. But anyways, please like and subscribe. Please follow on TikTok. I will see you guys later. I'm going to go max out these one of 380 pluses. You've seen I opened the 2 packs. No blue cards. No team of the years. But the journey continues. I know that would have been a little bit cheating, but it's team of the year, man. I just $30. You guys get to see what you get. Pretty much just $30 of fodder. So, but good fodder, I guess you could say. And it's still far less than you'd pay in those other games. So, I will catch you guys next time. Peace out.